Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Is it? Are we doing it?
I'm going to click go live on the YouTube. We're live. We are now definitely live.
Okay. Hello.
It is weird how OBS and the YouTube page just don't seem to be synced up with one another. But in any event, hi everybody. We're back. It's good to be back with you all.
Yeah.
We're playing more Mass Effect Legendary Edition, as the name of the stream suggests.
Indeed. I know you're all here for Claude today. I'm kidding. You all know what you're here for. But we thought we would pause Claude in celebration of all the... Now, I did catch a little bit of your stream yesterday. I gotta say, now that I have a voice, no romance, Jordan. Come on.
Is that the #1 comment coming away from the no romance?
Yeah, kinda. Like, people want to see you kiss some tentacles, you know, at the least.
Hello, Caitie, Jordan, and Jordan's mic. I mean, this is a different microphone, but watch it do the exact same thing, because I do think it's actually Google Hangouts that causes it.
Well, hey, now we'll get to see if that's the case or not, right?
Yeah. I mean, I was going for almost 3 hours the last time, and I was using this microphone, so.
Well, we'll see. But what's streaming isn't Google Hangouts, right? So, like, I would be the only one to tell. Because I'm imagining your computer streaming the actual input from the mic, unless somehow Google Hangouts does fuck with the inputs somehow. I don't know.
I mean, these are all good questions. Also, I think the stream is still on a black screen. I will fix that as soon as we get into Mass Effect 1.
Something.
Oh, did you see the title screen?
I thought I did, yeah.
Okay. Because I know it's got this weird thing, and apparently other people have experienced it as well with streaming, where you have to like Alt-Tab out of it, and then Alt-Tab back into it.
Oh, weird.
And for some reason, OBS doesn't pick it up otherwise. So I'm going to give it a second here. I'm assuming people can hear game audio, like the menu music.
Apparently we sound a bit quiet.
Yes, I'm also going to change that real quick. Try and turn down the game audio pretty considerably, to be honest.
That's always a struggle for streaming. Like, what is, like, it's the sound. How do people do sound? Sound is magical. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see. It's still on a black screen, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I only see black. If you're in game, I cannot see it.
Fantastic. I'm really hoping that's going to change, because I had no issue. I mean, I had a small issue with it at the very start of the stream. Gosh, I guess that was only yesterday. And now it's being really persistent about it, which is not fun. So bear with us, folks. It's not a Codex added stream without a little bit of technical difficulties. So 1 second here.
Well, I'll make idle chit-chatter as you figure out what's going on. Did you happen to catch any of the cast reunion this afternoon?
You know, I did not, and I knew that was going on. I will be very honest with you. The thing that was occupying my time before I came to play Mass Effect was actually just playing Mass Effect. So
I'm shocked, I tell you. After learning that you also bought this on console, which I did laugh at you for that.
I mean, you can laugh all you want. I am a clown. I'll put the clown makeup on and everything. Like, I don't care. Honestly, I just want to support the cause. I love Mass Effect so much. And you know what? I'm honestly, like, I'm such a big Mass Effect dork that I'm like, I love noting the differences. You know what I mean? Between, like, the menus and, like, the minigame and, like, the small little differences between console and PC. Like, I'm enjoying actually contrasting the two.
Honestly, I can't even make fun of you that much because it's on Dragon Age, and if Dragon Age came to the Switch, I'd be like, oh, actually.
Yeah. And everybody let us know. I mean, I did just lower down the game audio pretty significantly, but, like, I'll lower it down more if we have to.
Which I can see the screen, by the way.
You can see it now, right?
Yes, it is there.
Perfect. Okay. All right. Caitie.
Yes.
We are on a mission today.
Oh, what is this mission?
The mission is to get through the Citadel, sort of like Citadel round 1. When you play through Mass Effect, you know, the initial... If you're doing it completionist, you should be going through and completing I don't know. In my opinion, most, if not all, of the side quests that you can do when first getting to the Citadel. So once we get through talking to the council, we should have a round of side quests that we can do around the Citadel. It took me about 3.5 hours last night on my console playthrough, but
that's a lot.
I think that's a little longer than what I could do if I was trying to go through it quickly.
I got it. We've made our reports.
Okay.
I think it's possible to do it in 2 hours.
No, we don't, sir.
I wish you luck.
So
Because I have to put a baby in bed at in about an hour 50 minutes. So like that's your time. I mean, you could continue playing. I don't have to be here for that, to be honest.
yeah.
But,
So yeah, we're gonna go through this pretty quickly here, and oh look, it's our favorite guy, the #1 companion in all of Mass Effect, or all of BioWare,
Give me
actually.
more time.
that's
Stall
true.
them.
Yeah.
Garrus
Stall
himself.
counsel. Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
I don't know if you can hear my baby being very excited about Garrus right now.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
Who were you just talking to?
That was Executor Palin, head of Citadel Security, my boss. He'll be presenting my findings on Saren to the Council.
Yeah, what did you find, Garrus?
Come across anything I should know about?
Saren's a Spectre. Most of his activities are classified. I couldn't find anything solid.
And just the
but I know he's up to
differences between
something.
my streams
Like you
this the
humans
other day
say, I
and this
feel
is
it in my gut.
I think the council's ready for us,
amazing.
Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
I'm trying to remember, didn't I meet Garrus last stream yesterday?
I don't remember. I only caught the first half.
Wait a minute, yeah, I don't know why I hit resume and it gave me a different... Yeah, I had already... Wait a second. We had already done this, because I talked about how Garrus looked on stream. We finished down in the wards because someone wanted to see... That's right. I'm not sure why I did that. I guess that's because that was maybe the last save file that I was doing some comparisons, like looking at the graphical differences between console and PC. That's why I did that. There we go. So that's right. That's right. We already talked to the council. We got the Scan the Keepers side quest. We should now be able to talk to Arkin in Cora's Den or to Barlavon in the financial district, but actually what we're really going to do is just kind of bomb around and start picking up side quests.
All right.
Commander Shepard?
Where are we going to bum around first?
Well, we're in the wards. Emily Wong is already trying to flag us down, so let's go ahead and talk to Emily Wong. She wants us to get dirt on Fisk.
I'm Emily Wong.
Let's
I'm
do
an
it.
investigative journalist working here on the Citadel. Could I have a moment of your time?
God damn, they really... I mean, the outfit is actually not that different than it is in the regular version, but there's a lot of underboob, I guess that's the term, going on here for little Miss Emily Wong. She's out here slinging titty in the city, you know what I'm saying? Like, she really out here trying to...
Hey, that gets you a better
More ratings?
better interview, right?
Is that maybe what it is?
Yeah.
Okay,
I was
so...
gonna say a better interview, but yeah. Basically the same thing.
Investigative journalist, she wants us to have a moment of our time. I really feel like the appropriate roleplay response here for Shepard is just to be like, no. I don't talk to journalists.
I don't have time to give
Are you going
interviews,
to
Ms.
talk to her
Wong.
now?
I don't want an interview. I'm looking for information. I've been
So what we
hunting for
can
evidence
do
of corruption
is,
and organized crime on the
I'm going to
Citadel,
refuse
but
her,
there are
and then I'm just
places
going to
I
help her
can't go.
anyway.
I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can make it worth your time.
The roleplay angle here is, I'm not going to help you, you're a journalist. Like, why would I leak information to you? Because this Shepard is a good Alliance, good Spectre soldier. But once Fisk is dead and there's just like a data drive lying there on the floor, it's like, oh yeah, this reporter wanted this and it's harmless, may as well give it to her. We are going to ask her how she even knows I'm investigating, though.
How do you know I'm investigating anything here on the Citadel?
I'm a good journalist, Commander Shepard. Word gets around.
Here, Appleson in the chat says, is it a boob window, Caitie?
I'm gonna have to see it again. Oh yeah, that's totally a boob window. It's fully enclosed.
Yeah, that fits the criteria for boob window, as we have previously
100%
determined.
boob window. Yeah.
Yeah, not a chance.
I'm here to
Emily
do
Wong.
my job, not yours. Goodbye, Ms. Wong.
I see, Commander. I apologize.
It's actually kind of
Imagine that
like
being
two windows. There's like a boob window and a midriff window.
Yeah, it's kind of two separate things. Like, they're definitely the boob window, but then there's also like an under boob window.
Yeah, there is.
I don't know
Okay,
what you call
let's go ahead and just go through Flux. Shepard is Shepard's curious about Flux. You know, this is the new hot spot on the Citadel.
Is that where we find? Where's the Asari? What's her name? I'm trying to think of a better way. Yeah, there it is. I'm trying to think of a better way to say prostitute. And I couldn't.
The upscale hooker.
Yeah, the upscale hooker.
Also, Quasar is rigged. Don't ever play Quasar, kids.
I'd bring her back in a second, but she doesn't want
Never
Can you
win
actually
enough.
win anything at Quasar? Or
You
no?
can, but it's like really, really
I'll
hard
see
to
if I
come
can
away
talk
with
some sense
anything
into her
more
next
than a
time I
minimal
see her.
profit.
Be careful.
What is the best
You know
way to
how
grind
stubborn
credits?
your sister
Or is there?
That is such an interesting question. There really is no good way to grind credits, and yet somehow you end up rich all the time.
Okay, so it's kind of like Dragon Age Origins, where at one point you're like, how do I get? Where did I do with all this gold?
I guess you could say, because yeah, like there's no point in grinding credits, but I guess if I really had to think about it, when you're surveying planets and you're unlocking minerals, when you come out of the galaxy map, in addition to getting the minerals, it also just gives you a bunch of credits. So like, you know, if somebody pays you off or they give you money for some quest, it's like, oh, here's 1,000 credits. But if you go and survey a few planets, it's like, here's 7,000, 8,000 credits.
The more
Okay.
she'll run away.
What's up,
Welcome
Doran?
to Flux. Name's Doran. What can I do for you?
Let's ask him about Flux.
Is this a casino?
Among other things, yes. We've got some quasar stations, if you're interested.
Xander Dorn in the chat says, how about some legendary dance moves? It's a possibility. It's a strong possibility.
Are you the owner?
Owner, cook, and bartender. I've even been known to dance a little when the mood strikes me. We've got some quasar stations, if you're interested.
Goodbye.
Enjoy your time here at Flux.
Yeah, thanks, Doran. Let's talk to Rita and we'll get her quest.
Sorry, I'm kind of busy right now. So, what can I do for you?
Problems?
What were you discussing with the Volus?
Who, Doran? Oh, I was just asking him about my sister. See, she worked for Doran before she left to... Ugh, sorry. I don't want to bore you with my problems.
Nope, go on.
I'm interested to hear what you have to say.
Well, okay. My sister Jenna left here to go work at Cora's den. The problem is, she's working as an informant for CSEC. You know, eavesdropping on the people there. If they find out what she's doing, they'll kill her.
Yeah, is she really at risk?
I assume CSEC is protecting her?
They can't watch her all the time. Well, I don't know. Sometimes I think she stays there just to spite me.
Do you know who her contact at CSEC is?
No, it's all very secret. Last time I asked an officer, he told me to stay out of it, for Jenna's safety.
Maybe I could help her understand just how dangerous Cora's den is.
Would you? That'd be great. Just don't tell her I sent you. Well, I should get back to work before I get in trouble. Thanks.
Alright, one side quest in the books, or at least started. Let's see, do I have the dance floor option?
Yeah.
I think it shows up after a while. I don't think I can get first time coming in. Yeah, no.
Hey, good to see another human in here.
Dang.
We'll
Well,
see
that
if before we're done with this episode we can't get our dance on.
You have to loosen up a little bit, you know.
I mean, yeah, okay, I like that angle. You know, Shepard is, you know, she's a soldier, but that doesn't mean she can't have some fun. Oh, that's interesting. Weird loading screen. Okay, well, we have a reason to go straight to Cora's den, but we'll take the long route and just kind of swing through the place. Conrad Werner should be there already, so we can... I don't know, audience, what do we want to do with Conrad? Are we going to be nice to Conrad? Are we going to tell him to get lost, torment him?
I mean, you know, in this stream, I must
I know it was
constantly
you. I
ask
remember
for
your
the
face.
chaotic option. Can you shoot him? Can you shoot him yet? No.
You can threaten to shoot him, I think.
Best place on this board to buy
I guess that. Well, does it make sense with the Shepard? No. Am I going to ask for it anyway? Yes.
And plus there's a keeper around here, so we'll scan that. And we'll talk to Expat.
Hello, Earth Clan. No doubt you've just come back from the colonies. Will you be needing supplies?
Fun fact, like, I don't know, it's probably my second playthrough at least before I realized that Expat tells you about Noveria and Pharos before anybody else does, if you ask him. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
What colonies are you talking about?
Oh, my mistake, Earth Clan. I assumed... It doesn't matter.
Also, everyone wants to... Well, I say everyone. There's quite a lot that wants to torment Conrad.
Well, if you haven't heard of them yet, I'm sure you will soon.
Yeah, we got some saying get lost.
But it doesn't matter
another
where
person
you
saying
hail
I'm
from.
Team Bully Conrad.
My goods are available to all.
Yeah, let's
maybe,
ask.
Maybe your Shepard was a little bit of a mean girl in high school, you know?
Interesting. I want to. Yeah, let's just ask Expat real quick about Pharos.
I'd like to know more about Pharos.
It's an old Prothean world. Their buildings still litter the surface. The humans aren't the first to colonize it, but they are the most recent.
Can you hear this?
I just realized I haven't heard from my contact on that
Okay,
planet
my
for
kid's
some
just
time.
Screaming her little lungs out.
A fan of Expat.
Well, I'm sure he's
Apparently.
fine.
Or a fan of bullying Conrad.
Snail Messiah says, Jordan, I can kind of justify running rather than walking in ME 1, 2, and 3. I mean, there is such a thing as the roleplay run. Like, at a certain point, I am just going to run just for the sake of, like, Shepard is so busy, she's got to hurry.
What about you? Can't you roleplay you? I'm like, I gotta get these things done in 2 hours, so I'm gonna run around.
Yeah, that's part of the angle. Shepard's busy.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. What about Noveria, Expat?
What can you tell me about Noveria?
The corporate capital of the Attican Traverse. Very cold. Very snowy. I don't get too many clients from there. They all have their own private suppliers.
Okay. Yeah, let me see
Show me what you got.
Most excellent. I am sure you will find something pleasing.
Okay. First of all, let's go to sell. Parked is junk. Not. I think now, and I don't think I can find license. Buy the Elcos Combine license, and that's literally. Okay, making a quick save. Let's talk to Conrad. I don't know. I'm gonna play this by ear. I have no idea how I'm gonna treat Conrad, but let's find out.
Wow, it's you. You're Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet you.
Who are you?
Do I know you?
No, I'm just a fan. One of your biggest fans, actually. My name is Conrad. Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
I spent most of my time trying to stay alive and help the colonists.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick autograph?
I just like, what? No. I don't even remember what the actual voice dialogue is here, but what? No is like the exact reaction that I think my Shepard would have to can I have an autograph? Yeah, let's hear what she says.
I don't have time for this, Conrad. I'm not here to be a role model.
Oh, I see how it is. Commander Shepard doesn't have time for the little people. Far be it for me to get in your way. You go be a hero.
Wow, you know what I just realized? Because first of all, the voice dialogue is so reasonable. Like, I don't know why in my head I remembered that being really mean, but to me it just seems super practical what she said.
Mm-hmm.
And then Conrad, like, gets all entitled about it. Do you know what Conrad Werner is? The simp. He's a fucking simp.
Oh.
He's a simp. He thinks Shepard is an e-girl, and she is not. She's a very serious professional soldier who has a job to do.
E-girl Shepard.
This guy's trying to fucking like give tips so she can lean forward in the hot tub stream.
Oh my god.
I ain't got time for this shit. Okay, let's talk to Moreland.
Hello there. Welcome to Moreland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
Let me see what you have.
One thing that I'm really
Oh,
surprised
you
they
will be
did not
pleased, I
change,
think.
and I really,
Very good
I
things
hope they
I
do like a
have. You will
patch or
see.
something, is Mass Effect has this weird thing where like some of the merchants, it brings up which item group you want to look at on the dialogue wheel.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you want to go back out and look at the other item group, you have to re-engage them in dialogue, and it makes no sense, and I'm so surprised that they kept it that way.
Maybe it's something within the code, like they try to change it, but it just would have been too much of a hassle, so it...
Yeah, you might be right. It's just so awkward that it's still there.
I mean, you're not wrong, I'm just...
Let's see. Else? No, I think we're... Then we should be able to come back around and hit, yep, Cora's Den. Perfect.
That's her.
Ah, crap. Are we getting... Yeah, we do have assassins, don't we? How fun. Okay. We're going to do a little bit of throw for the first one. Hit you. I've got 3 grenades. Let's just do a quick... Actually, take it back. Let's do 4. And then let's hit... You know, the targeting for the powers feels a little off to me. It should do this thing where if your reticle is over the enemy triangle, it should sort of, I don't know, like auto-aim over it. Like once you're close enough, it sort of locks the power onto them. And for whatever reason, it seems like that is just not, like it has to be right on there for some reason, whereas before in the original version, it did not have to be that way.
Huh. I wonder what causes that.
Come on. Okay, 1 down, 1 to go. I will say too, like, but where I'm at on my console playthrough is about 10 hours in, and like, it's gonna get hard. Like, I'm playing on Insanity, and nope, I'm dead. That was kind of a dumb move on my part.
Oh, rip. A big fee-haw in the chats.
Shit, and I don't think I had a good save point either. I don't think I've saved yet, have I?
I don't think you have.
Oh, it auto-saved. Ha!
Hooray!
Good job, autosave.
That's her.
It's only 2 people, too, man. Like, very talented.
It's insanity.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Like, I mean, I am a glutton for punishment, and also, like, I've done it enough times now where...
Shields down.
Oh boy, okay. That's down. That's the barrier. I think I'm about to be dead. Oh, nope, not quite.
You got this.
Sabotage cage. One Metagel. 1 down. Oh, the other guy's stuck in a wall from what I can tell.
Uh-oh.
Sucks to be him. Alright, there you go.
Saren's men.
You did it.
All clear.
Yeah, Insanity is fun
Good to go.
once you've got everybody kind of specced out the way they need to be.
I don't think I've ever played anything on Insanity. Like, successfully have done it.
Does Dragon Age have a, like, harder than... Does it have 3, or does it have, like, a 4th super hard one, or no?
I think it depends which one you play. But yeah, I think Inquisition has one above hard. It's a version of Insanity, if you will.
Yeah.
Oh, it's called Nightmare.
That's what it... That's right.
I don't know if there's a Nightmare on 2 in Origins. Because, quite frankly, in Origins, normal is good enough for me. I can barely get that one. And I don't know about 2.
Okay, let's talk to Jenna.
Hi, I'll be with you in just a sec.
I need to talk to you about your work with CSEC.
I don't know what you're talking about. Now, if you don't mind, I need to get back to my customers.
This isn't a game, Jenna. These people are dangerous.
Now you sound like my sister. Why is everyone so concerned about me? I can take care of myself. I need to go. I'm not a stripper. I don't get paid to stand around and look pretty.
Charming girl.
The cattiness from Ashley. So great. I mean, okay, Harkin is here, but I also don't like Harkin, so I'm just gonna skip him and we're gonna talk to Barlavon. But Cellic is gonna stop us on the way out of here.
If you've got questions about Jenna, meet me at CSEC Academy.
What did you just say?
Push off. I never did nothing to you. Damn newcomers. Think they can run the place.
What was that about?
I guess we better go find out.
I feel like the audio should be balanced well, but as always, chat, let us know if myself or Caitie are being drowned out by the in-game stuff. Let's see here. Let's go back around, loop back around onto the other part of the wards. And see, I guess I could probably just go back to CSEC to talk to Cellic. Keeper, we're gonna scan that.
Xander says all Dragon Age games have Nightmare, so yeah.
I think I started a run, like I don't know how seriously I was taking it, but I think I started a run of Inquisition, and I was going to try and solo Nightmare, so no party.
I've done a solo run before on like normal, so I know it's definitely an interesting playthrough to do. I know a girl on Twitch called Warden of My Heart, and she like does that all the time. She's insanely good at the game. If you want to watch someone who's actually good at the game, Warden of My Heart on Twitch. At least I think that's her Twitch name. That's her Twitter name. But she'll just do some crazy stuff, and makes me look like a child, like the child that I am when I'm playing Dragon Age.
That's an interesting thing in general, like solo runs for things that are meant to be party. I probably wouldn't want to watch that actually.
Hey, I know you. You're
Officer
Shepard,
Lang!
Right? I was on Mindwar during the Blitz. Saw you on the vids when you
guy
got
at all.
your medal. You saved the whole colony.
Looks like you have a fan.
I'm sorry, I just never thought I'd meet someone like you in person. My name's Lang, Officer Eddie Lang, Citadel Security. It's an honor to meet you, Commander. What are you doing down here in the wards?
Like
Anything I can help you with?
Wait, he looks like what?
A Justin, like his first name is Justin or something.
Right, he has like a very pleasant sounding voice, like a very chipper sounding voice. Like Officer Lang is one of those characters to me that, I mean, there's a couple that are like that in Mass Effect 2 or 3, but he leaves such an impression, at least he did for me, despite the fact that he has nothing to do with any quest line. He's not essential for anything. You can walk by him like dozens of other CSEC officers and never interact with him. There's no point to him other than to add to the world building, I guess. To kind of, he's well, here, we'll just talk to him and kind of be like, hey, tell me about CSEC, and he'll tell us about,
Why'd you join Citadel Security?
His grandfather was
I
a
don't
cop
know.
on Earth.
Seemed like the right thing
that.
to do, you know? Maybe it's in my blood. My grandfather was a cop back on Earth. It's kind of what CSEC is. Police for the Citadel. I'm still pretty new at it, but I like it so far. Way more interesting than staying back on Earth. You get to meet all kinds of cool aliens, like those Hanar. Wild. Plus, CSEC gets a lot of respect here. We uphold the law. People, even aliens, appreciate that.
He's just kind of that perspective of like an optimistic, slightly eyes wide and all human perspective. I don't know, like it's just like the fact that he has nothing to do with any quest, but he's great for color to the world.
Yeah.
You can ask him about Harkin, but I mean, again, it's totally, you can never talk to Lang and be totally fine. Let's just ask us about the Citadel.
How do you like working here on the Citadel?
This place is amazing. I've been here almost a year, and I still haven't seen a tenth of it. The Presidium's just so beautiful. Good place to go and relax. But I really like it here down in the wards. There's always something going on somewhere. Like that new club they just opened a few months ago, Flux. Wicked scene in there, Commander. You should check it out when you have some time.
What do you know about Spectres?
Just the stuff they show in the vids. They always make them out to be super agents on secret missions to save the galaxy. I know it's not really like that, though. Some of the other CSEC guys don't like them too much, figure they shouldn't be able to operate outside the law. But if they were so bad, the Council wouldn't use them, right?
Yeah, he's the truth. And
do you know a CSEC officer named Harkin?
I shouldn't really say too much. He's been on the force a lot longer than me. But I've heard things, you know? Drinking on the job, taking bribes, that kind of thing. Rumors mostly, but they suspended him, so some of it must be true.
I have to go.
Right. You're probably real busy. Well, see you around, Commander.
Thanks, Lang. Xander in the chat says, Lang has Alistair's hair, or is it Cullen's?
I mean, the model's not exact, but it is pretty close to, like, the Cullen hair.
Yeah. Similar, at least. Oh, now let's take a very short elevator ride. I love how fast the elevator rides are now. It's fantastic.
Lightly armored, but their speed more than makes up for
And
it.
you can kind of skip them, too, if you want,
Unless
right?
that speed lets them outrun bullets, I'm more inclined to stick with nice,
I
solid
love
armor
the
and a big gun.
I love the fact that you can skip. Like, I always hear the conversations. I always like listening to the conversations, but in the instances where it starts playing the news briefings on repeat, like, yeah, you can get done with the elevator rides in 5 seconds.
Wow. Do you think this runs better than the originals?
I definitely think so. I know people have commented before that on the Presidium, like, regardless of how good their PCs are, that there would be frame drops, and I think those have mostly been eliminated.
Not exactly, but he wants to meet with me.
Shiny the floors are.
And why do you think that?
All right, let's talk to
Detective
Cellic.
Come into my office. I want to discuss this in private. No offense, Commander, but what the hell were you thinking?
Excuse me?
You could have blown Jenna's cover.
We were there to help her.
I gathered that. It might seem cold letting her take all the risk, but we're keeping a close eye on her.
But you're still using her.
This job isn't easy and it's usually unpleasant. I'll take help anywhere I can find it. But since you're so concerned with her safety, maybe there's a way we can help each other.
Always playing the angles, Detective?
It's part of the job. Now are you gonna help me or not?
Oh boy. Yeah, that's right. This is a very high persuade check, and most of the time you're not going to have it. But if you do, all it really does is it allows you to basically skip the quest, and you'll actually just convince Cellic that he doesn't need Jenna, and then that's it. You just complete the quest and get a bunch of XP, which is, it's interesting, but I can see why they put it so high, because for the most part, you want people to actually play the quest. But I like the fact that they included it as an option, right? Because theoretically, if your Shepard was very persuasive, like, wouldn't need to trade favors with Cellic.
Yeah.
All right, what do you need?
I'll help you, but I need some details.
I'm trying to track down an illegal arms producer. I just need some of their product. Thanks to Jenna's intel, I've learned there's a seller here on the Citadel. Meet our man named Jax. Pick up the mods and bring them back here. That'll give me everything I need.
Why are you so concerned about these mods?
We have access to some of the most sophisticated weaponry there is. It's what gives us our edge. What do you suppose happens when we lose that edge? These give criminals an advantage we can't afford to let them keep.
Also, I'm curious, those in the chat, how many of you have actually played Melee for yourself? I can't believe I said Melee. I refuse to start saying Melee.
You already did it. It's already
it's your fault. You did this to me. MELE, Legendary Edition. How many of you have already played? How many of you are thinking of doing it later? How many of you are just happy to watch but not going to play? I'm kind of interested what the breakdown is.
I'll persuade Jax
I kind
to
of
tell
in
me
the
where these mods are coming from.
I want to play, but I got
No.
other shit I need to get
You
done
tip
first,
Jax
so,
off
like,
and all my leads will disappear
I'm waiting for
faster than you can
sale,
say
you know what I
bad
mean?
bust.
Yeah.
Where can I find this Jax?
Jax is down in the lower level of the markets. I'll send word through our channels that you're the buyer. Good luck, Commander.
From here, we'll head back down to the market to do the deal for Cellic, but there's also a keeper up here in the dock controls, so we'll scan that one. Get a bunch of codex entries. Any boot XP up here? Well, with the tracking terminal. Weapons locker.
We have a Susanna in the chat saying, watching the stream to decide whether to buy Melee. So, would you give a recommendation?
I mean, as the most biased person on the planet at this point, I mean, other than like Mac Walters himself, like, yeah, I would highly give it. Like, in all seriousness, even if I was trying to be objective, you got to think about it. Like, each of these games, even if you went through them as quickly as possible, they're probably still 20-hour experiences. So, like, even if you went through as fast as possible, you're gonna get 60 hours out of this. If you really go through them thoroughly, each of these is a 40 or 50-hour experience. Not even including the DLC, and it's $60. Like, you are getting 3 of the best story-driven games of all time. Even if they didn't look better, even if this was a straight re-release for 60, I would still recommend it. But the fact that they did the boost and everything, like, I think it's a no-brainer. If you like, you know, action RPGs and science fiction, that is, definitely pick it up. Well, and now we should be able to talk to Jalid, and then we'll start to do this part of the Scan the Keepers sort of side quest. Side quest.
Hey there! Oh, you're not CSEC, are you? Did you want something?
I do see some other folks waiting to kind of maybe see sale or price drop. Mother Nothingness has bought it yesterday, and I'm loving it. Fantastic. I overheard
What
you.
were you trying to explain to the officer before?
My colleague is trying to kill me, and I thought we were friends.
How do you know he wants you dead?
He's changed. He won't talk to me at work anymore, and he started following me. Yesterday, he followed me all the way home, just waiting for a chance.
Why is this game so expensive? In like Australia,
I don't care what
like,
anyone
is
thinks.
this the
He wants
economy?
me
Like, is there
gone.
some like
I know
crazy
it.
tax put on it, or is it really like just the dollar difference is that bad? I just don't know what to think.
I don't know enough about it either to really say accurately, but I do think that that's kind of a general thing in Australia, right? Aren't games always more expensive there?
I mean, they are, yeah, but I just didn't know if that was just like economy differences, or for some reason there's like an actual tax that's making it that crazy high.
I know they have really strict things about ratings too. Maybe they put M games at a premium. I'm not sure.
Is there something I can do? Talk to your friend, maybe?
Would you? That's all I want. Someone to talk to him. Tell him to leave me alone. He thinks he can just push me around, but you'll show him, won't you?
RRC says, I got it for my birthday and I've already completed ME1. Good stuff.
Nice.
Chase Newell, been trying to play, but work just isn't giving me an opportunity. I feel for you. Been there. That'll happen. And then someone else, I lost it in the chat. I think they were saying, oh, Paula plays. I'm going to play MELE, but watching your playthrough makes me want to play the originals, funnily enough. I would say that unless you're super curious about the comparison, you're probably good to just play this one. I think this is now the definitive way to play Mass Effect.
Just tell me where he is and I'll go find him.
But there's already mods out.
Oh, right.
Have you seen that?
Oh, well, he wanted to meet with
Oh,
me
there's
down
mods
in the
for
woods
MELE?
near the markets.
Already, yeah.
He said he just wanted to talk, but I know
We
better.
looked them up real quick. Some of them are kind of neat.
His name's Shorban. He's a Solarian. You shouldn't have any trouble. He's just a scientist.
Shorban? That's the guy who asked us to scan the Keepers.
The Keepers? Well, even more reason to go after him. That's against regulations.
I better look into this right away. Find out what he's up to.
Anything's possible with Shorban
Yep,
these
you're already
days.
getting texture.
Well, good luck.
Texture mods.
That's really interesting. I mean, it doesn't surprise me at all. I'm not a modder, but when I looked at like the file structure and all of that, I mean, just as someone who has familiarized myself with that in modding the game, like installing mods that people make, it looks exactly the same. Like I don't think, and Mac Walter said in an interview that they definitely did not go out of their way to change anything or like try to make it harder for modders, so that he was hoping that people would just carry over the mods.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder like how, like, if you tried to install a regular edition onto this, would it work or not? I'd be curious to see.
Okay, let's see here. We're gonna pop into the journal. We can now go and talk to Chorbin.
Apparently a same-sex mod for default. Shep's already out, so you can be a guy and romance Caitie, and vice versa.
Fair enough. Makes sense. Makes it consistent with the other entry, so.
There's a lot of, mostly just lighting, some cheat mods, like unlimited power apparently. Sound fix for certain sound cards, I guess.
Yeah, that probably makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, and for the splash image, they changed it to Fem Shep, so rather than Guy Shep.
Oh, fun.
One sec, looking you up.
Sweet.
Commander Shepard, here with the Alliance military. First time on the Citadel, that about right?
I mean, I'm hoping that it will be sort of like how Skyrim went from the, sort of the old version to the special edition of Skyrim, and it took maybe like a year or two, but mostly everything carried over, and the modding scene just smoothly transitioned. So I hope that, especially with ME3, which has a pretty healthy amount of mods, that everything just switches over to Legendary Edition.
How do you know who I am?
You should be a pioneer. Try to install some.
I'm the CSEC requisitions officer. I need to make sure our buyers are authorized.
I look forward. I mean, for this stream, I will probably just go. I want to at least have one full run with it, how it is out of the box. But I look forward to seeing how the modding scene evolves. For
Show me what you got.
Oh man.
Excellent. I hope you find.
I don't know. I think one episode you just put on that Thomas the Trank engine as the Reaver mod and see if anyone notices.
That should be good. Yeah. Let's see. There's a license. And we're good. Let's see here. God, we've already been going for almost 45 minutes. There's no way we'll complete. It'll probably be 2 episodes.
Yeah.
It'll be 2 episodes of Citadel stuff, but what I will do now is I guess I'll head up. Yeah, let me head up to the Presidium. Let me make a loop. I'll probably get most of the keeper scans and pick up whatever other stuff I can get.
Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be disturbed. The excavation team has appealed to Hanar representatives on the Citadel to reach a diplomatic solution.
Really trying to put my finger on which one looks better between PlayStation 5 and PC. And the best way I can describe it is that they each look better in different ways that I don't think I've gotten around to describing accurately yet. I am suspecting that like most console versions at this point, the PS5 is not running at native resolution all of the time. And so even though it's 4K and my PC is running at 1440, like the 1440 is not a dynamic resolution. It's always at 1440p. And I'm convinced that because that's what Sony always does, is they probably got some sort of dynamic resolution scaling. Do we need to talk to Dan?
Yes, Commander. Is there something you need?
Yeah.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need me.
Fuck that guy.
Something about Anderson looks better on PlayStation 5, though.
Really?
I don't know what it is, but the more I look at him in PS5, I go, that definitely looks better than he does at PC.
You can't capture PS5 footage, can you?
Oh, I can.
Oh, you should do a side-by-side.
I might, yeah, because as I'm playing, I'm like, man, I gotta get footage for this, and I don't have a capture card or anything. I'll spare people the details, but I'm finding a way to get footage off of my PlayStation 5 run.
I've thought about getting a capture card, mostly just to do Animal Crossing streams, but like...
Caitie.
I know.
The internet would explode. You would break the internet, well, at least our little corner of the internet.
Oh, God. Because, like, I still play that game, like, daily, you know? And, like, it would be fun to be like, oh, we're gonna go villager hunting. I don't even know if that makes sense to anyone who doesn't play the game. But, the thing is, though, is, like, it's just Animal Crossing. And, like, after I do that, then... there's nothing on the Switch that I wouldn't just buy on computer. So I just like can't justify, especially since like capture cards are so expensive.
Yeah, I mean it would be the ultimate chill game, like an ultimate chill stream when you think about it.
Oh, definitely.
I can't believe I landed a job here.
This place is
fantastic. Plus you get to school everybody on like what the high level Animal Crossing strategy is.
Oh, totally. Yeah. No one has those high level Animal Crossing strats than me. I am the sole keeper of the high level Animal Crossing strats.
Okay, let's do another save. One thing I will also prefer. This is gonna sound like the weirdest thing ever, but on console, when you make a save slot, that save number, it stays the same, right? So you just override save slot number 1 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm the only person who does this, but I've done this since KOTOR. Like, I will use 4 or 5 save slots, and that save slot has a purpose, right? Like, slot number 1 is always the one that I save when I'm done playing for the day.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 is the one that I do, like, compulsively, almost like a quick save every 5 minutes. And 3 is before I pick my level up skill upgrades, so in case I want to go back and change it, I can sort of undo what I picked. 4 is something that I do before I reach a new area or a new planet, like etc. And so it's kind of nice if the number stays the same, but on PC, if I override slot number 20, it becomes save 21.
Ah, okay.
And it bugs me.
I'm sorry for your loss.
So it's so dumb. It's so specific, but
that is more thought put into a save than I have ever done in my life. Like, I'm just a new save, and then 100 saves later, there I am.
The reason why that is because KOTOR and KOTOR 2 were notorious for having corrupted saves.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I don't know, I read that on one of the forums that's a system that you should use, and I've been using it ever since on, like, so many, not even just BioWare games.
I know you were doing that for Dragon Age Origins for a while.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Okay, Executor Palin.
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
Have we met before?
No, but I know you well enough. I'm Executor Palin, head of CSEC. It's my job to know when someone like you arrives on the Citadel. Was there something you needed, Commander?
I also feel like the depth of field is either stronger or maybe just higher quality on PC. Can't quite put my finger on that either. Something I needed. What can you tell me about CSEC?
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
Okay, and what can you tell me about the investigation?
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
Spawn says it bugs me too. Isn't it the truth, Lady Asithor? I usually keep 10 saves at a time, and it's a nonsensical system. Like, I guess I don't always follow that pattern. Like in Skyrim, I just keep like between 5 and 7, and I always just cycle whatever the oldest one is.
Mm-hmm.
Now that what I heard, baby Gil.
Yeah.
Going, yeah, that's right. Use multiple save slots, people.
Yeah. She's
Then
working on her dad.
Garrus for Carrion? Good officer. Very good, in fact. But he needs to learn some patience.
One of these days we start up a
You'd think an officer of the law would be a bit more mindful of rules and regulations. Was there anything else?
I think we're good here with talking to... Actually, you know what? Like, he doesn't... I don't feel like... I don't know, bugging Palin about this, but it's good dialogue when you ask him about his attitude towards humans. Like, whether it fits with the flow of this conversation or not, I feel like it fits when you ask him that immediately.
Mm-hmm.
But in any event, let's ask him.
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
The Council treats us like second-class citizens. We have to fight for everything we get.
Good. Then fight for it. But don't expect the rest of us to just sit back and let you take it. I'm a busy man, Commander. Are we done here?
It's such good dialogue, and like, again, I know I've said this multiple times on like podcasts and everything like that, but in Mass Effect 1 especially, they did not treat the differences between the aliens and the suspicion that they all had for each other like it was just like you know, let's just hand wave and make everybody friends. Like, they actually made it justifiable that Turians would be suspicious of humans and vice versa without it seeming like, you know, oh, everybody's a space racist. It's like, no, they were in a war with each other. It makes sense that there's sort of a little, people are still a little bit uneasy sometimes.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
Oh, I hate this version of the decrypting minigame. Not my favorite. Diplomatic advisory warning: the following message was transmitted from an untraceable account to multiple recipients across the Extranet. Further monitoring of the situation is warranted. My fellow biotic, you have been selected to receive this transmission because of our shared plight. Few understand us, fewer tolerate us. We must stand together. We must build our new world. Come, join us in the Hawking Ada cluster. Only as one body can we right the wrongs done to our kind. This, of course, gives us the start to the Major Kyle side quest, which is a fun little side quest later.
Woohoo!
Once we're off the Citadel. Let's see here. There's Nisana Dantius, who we will not talk to now. We're going to side quest from her later, and there's also Private Fredericks over here, who's talking about
Don't believe the rumors.
the Consort.
The Consort would never reveal her secrets. What do you want? Oh, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
What can you tell me about the Asari Consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here that is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun,
This guy kind of has like a weird buzz cut, bowl cut thing going on here.
Yeah, that haircut is really supposed to be, you know, like a tight cropped, you know, with a little bit of a whatever you call it, riff in the front. I don't know how to describe it, but it's kind of, the texture's a little bit squished.
Yeah, well, I feel like if it, I mean, the texture does it no favors, don't get me wrong, but I feel like if the model had like a little, like the Alistair, where it has like a little poof at the front, then it'd look better. Now it's just, you know, buzz cut, bowl cut.
Yeah, and Caden's hair texture is not good. Like, it's honestly not good. I'm really surprised that as one of the major characters they did not find a way to make that look better. Lola in the chat says, did something change with the hacking minigame? Yeah, the consoles have a less convoluted, and I would argue objectively better version of that, where it's basically just a quick time event versus the weird swirling thingamajigger that's on PC. So, anyway, bartender.
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
What have you got?
Information, mostly. Would you like to know about some points of interest nearby?
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies, not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and Shaira's. If you haven't heard of her, you soon will. If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I'd try Flux or Cora's Den.
Tell me about Flux and Cora's Den.
Well, Flux has gambling and dancing, certainly more lively than this place. Cora's Den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same time.
Allie in the chat has apparently just graduated with a bachelor's in psychology. Congratulations! I like sharing of good news.
Congratulations.
Who's Shaira's?
The Consort, she entertains clients who can afford
another
her
holder
services.
of a bachelor's
Most
in
of the diplomats and
psychology.
ambassadors have visited her at one time or
Congratulations.
another.
And
She's a
welcome
very
to the club.
powerful woman,
And,
but also
I hope
very
you use it
respected.
well.
Goodbye.
Do you guys have like a
So long,
patch
Commander.
or like jackets
Have a
or like what do you?
Oh man, I wish it'd be a lot cooler. My school sold T-shirts that said "I'm psyched" on it, and I thought it was so stupid I had to have one. So, I have a shirt. This is University of Illinois. I'm psyched. Oh Lord. Did anyone here ever ask a bartender for directions to a supermarket or a gun store? Depending where you live in America, that's actually like a perfectly like reasonable topic of conversation.
In Texas, all of those things are like right next door. I don't know.
Yeah, like, I mean, even up in the north, I could probably say that and be like, oh yeah, sure, it's over there.
Some weird things I'd like to point out, not to be like, negative about it or anything. These shadows still look like shit. That's like an I edit that I'm not gonna do it just because, and it looks like it's exactly the same too. Like it's the exact same lines that I could edit in the config file to bump up the max resolution for these, but they look like crap. And I noticed it first on PS5, and I was like, oh no, don't tell me that this is like a difference between the console version and the PC version. It's not. Like I fired up the PC version to look at it side by side, and I go, oh no, they still look like crap. I don't know why they didn't just go ahead and bump this, but yeah, it doesn't look good. Let's see here. Well, if I want to make now, I guess I'm gonna take the long way around. Yeah, let's take the long way around. I will then talk to the Hanar nearby the Citadel Tower, and I'll also be able to scan a couple more keepers.
Lola asked, so if I use my controller, would it change the hacking game?
No, unfortunately not. I wish that's how it worked, but I'm using an Xbox controller right now, and it's still the PC hacking game.
I like the PC hacking game. I guess I'm the only one then. Okay.
I remember back in the day I used to like it more. I'm like, oh, this is a better version, and then like now when I played it on PlayStation 5, I'm like, no, it's just so much easier. Okay, scanning keeper. Let's talk to this big stupid jellyfish.
There's a baby.
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
You know that meme of Eric Andre yelling, let me in? That's my kid right now.
Let me in! Let me in!
Mom!
Are there laws being broken here?
I am not unreasonable.
I don't know what
the
I want.
Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it purchases an evangelical permit.
I hear you, Mom.
Let's see. Well, why don't you just arrest it?
Why don't you just arrest the Hanar?
I could arrest the jelly, but my superior has requested that I find a solution that does not anger the Hanar. The Hanar become vocal when they feel their religious beliefs are being suppressed.
So if the Hanar gets a permit, it's allowed to preach?
No. Registered evangelicals must follow regulations. There are specific areas where preaching is legal. Failure to follow the regulations results in the forfeiture of the license.
What's the purpose behind the evangelical permits?
Forcing religious evangelicals to register for a permit weeds out undesirables. It keeps the area safe. The Citadel is too important to become a battleground for a religious war.
If you'd like, I could talk to the Hanar for you.
I have argued with the stubborn jelly all afternoon. You are certainly welcome to try.
Such a harsh initial, like, you know, I think the Hanar could probably use a lot more fleshing out in the series in general, but like this is everyone's first memory of a Hanar, let's be honest.
Pretty much, actually, yeah.
Do you desire to learn of the
People
Enkindlers?
talk about Blasto.
Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance?
I mean, Blasto is like the best. That's a funny thing too, because Blasto's completely ridiculous, but that's the most positive Hanar depiction in the series. Okay, let's see this. What's the problem?
What's going on here?
The CSEC officer requests that this one purchase an evangelical permit to spread the truth of the Enkindlers.
Okay, what are the Enkindlers?
Who are the Enkindlers?
Your people know them as the Protheans. They are the true creators of this one's people. The Enkindlers raised the Hanar from ignorance into consciousness by granting this one's people the gift of speech.
Okay.
So you're breaking the law by preaching without a permit right now.
The CSEC officer states that preaching in this place is forbidden, and preaching anywhere on the Citadel requires a permit. This one humbly submits that it is not preaching to state the truth of the Enkindlers, and thus no permit should be necessary.
If that's all the CSEC officer wants, why not just buy the permit?
The truth of the Enkindlers is universal. This one humbly believes that the truth should not be suppressed. Exacting payment as a means of imposing limits upon the truth is an abrogation of this one's religious freedom.
Holy Galahad in the chat says, Hanar protagonist for ME5, please. I fully support, and I really hope that we eventually get Elcor, Volus, and Hanar party members.
I don't know how that would work, just because of like the. I mean, because the rigging is completely different other than everything else, you know. So it would be kind of expensive just to do it, you know.
Yeah, the rigging is definitely the thing that's the challenge, but like Elcor, I mean, we've never seen this, but in the lore, like in the Codex entries and stuff, Elcor is supposed to wear giant cannons on their back. Like when they go into combat, like they actually have armies and stuff, like they can fight. And I'm just like, come on, who doesn't want a giant Elcor that's like, I would love it if you could like upgrade it to wear heavy armor and you could use it as mobile cover. And just like slowly have it lumber into battle. Like that would be so great. And we've seen Volus in multiplayer, in ME3 multiplayer, so the Volus could totally work.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's kind of fun how they sort of waddle around. They don't actually run that weird, to be honest. They just kind of, it looks kind of more like they're sliding, because I guess they didn't bother to animate it like fully for the size of their legs. But I don't care, right? Like it's a biotic Volus. I love it. Let's see here. This is the way. You're breaking the law. Yeah, you're breaking the law.
The CSEC officer is just doing his job. You're causing trouble.
This one is too humble to suggest that the CSEC officer is personally biased. This one only wishes to spread the truth to any who will listen. There is no intent to cause trouble.
Okay. Yep, this is unworthy of you.
Is this how the Enkindlers would want you to use this gift of consciousness?
The Enkindlers would wish for their message to be spread to all sentient races.
If the Protheans had wanted you to force your message on the unwilling, they'd have said so.
This one hears wisdom. Perhaps enthusiasm has clouded judgment in this matter. This one departs now, and will not intrude upon the Presidium again.
Spawn in the chat says, a biotic god. I'm pretty sure there is a skill tree in Mass Effect multiplayer for one of the Volus classes that says biotic wind. Which is a reference from a Volus character in Mass Effect 2.
I see the Hanar is left. Thank you.
Happy to help.
Here, for your assistance in this matter. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should report to my superiors.
Okay, done there. And now let's get across to the financial district. We'll be able to talk to Barlavon. Yeah, let's do that. We'll talk to Barlavon, and then we'll scan another keeper in the back of the marketplace. Proceed onward. I think my save system here is going to have to be different, just because I'm not going to be able to keep track of which slot is supposed to be which anyway. Let's just take the second oldest one. Keep alternating. Alright, Barlavon.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepard. It is a great honor to welcome the heroes of the Blitz.
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barlavon. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
I heard you work for the Shadow Broker. Do you have any information about Saren?
You're very blunt, Shepard. But you're right. I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. And I do know something about Saren.
I hear your information can be expensive.
Normally, this information would cost a small fortune. But these are exceptional circumstances. So I am going to give it to you for free.
What's the catch?
There is no catch. The Shadow Broker is quite upset with Saren right now. They used to do a lot of business. until Saren turned on him.
Saren's turned on a lot of people lately.
I don't know the details, but the Shadow Broker hired a freelancer to deal with it. A Krogan mercenary.
That's not much to go on.
I just told you that the most famous Spectre in the galaxy betrayed the Shadow Broker. Quite a bargain, considering the price. Speak with the Krogan if you want to learn more. I heard he was paying a visit to Citadel security. If you hurry, you might catch him before he leaves the academy.
You know, the change in the Volus, like the way they talked, I know we've mentioned this, talked about it before, but it's like one of those things where until people actually mentioned it, I didn't catch it right away that they had changed it. It's one of those things that's so seamless. It's like, why did they ever do it the other way?
Isn't it strange that a Krogan would want to speak with CSEC?
Maybe they just didn't think about it.
Very. However, I doubt the visit was entirely his choice. You'll need to speak with him if you want to know more.
All right, Barlavon. Let's ask him about
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
Most people think I deal in finances, but my real currency is knowledge.
When I was playing this game, I always thought
I
the
trade
Shadow
information,
Broker was gonna
and
be a
it has
bolus
made
for
me
some
very
reason.
wealthy. But the Shadow Broker is the
It
true
follows,
master.
like it makes sense when you think
Every
about
day
like
he
I guess in a
buys and
way, I don't know
sells
if I thought the
secrets that could
same
topple
thing, but like
governments,
because Barlavon
always
is the
giving them to the
person
highest
who
bidder.
works for the Shadow Broker,
Yet somehow
I
he
think I
never
had a
seems
similar
to
assumption.
upset the natural balance of power. All those
Then it ends up
secrets
being
being
this
passed
weird
around seem to
thing.
even
And then,
out.
you know, we
Nobody
are, I
ends
guess,
up with
but-
an advantage in the end.
Any guess what his identity might be?
I don't know. Nobody does. The Shadow Broker could be any race, any gender. I have a theory that it's actually an entire group working under one identity. How else could they juggle so many contacts at the same time? How else could they keep all that information from getting crossed? But they've got the perfect setup. Every government is forced to play their game so they don't get behind. But no matter how long you play, no matter how many secrets you buy, you can never win.
I thought you'd know more about the man you work for.
From time to time, I come across information I sell to the Shadow Broker. That's my only involvement. I like it that way. The more you know, the more dangerous the game becomes. I don't like danger, Commander. I'll leave that to you.
Let's see. Yeah, we're good. That's enough questions.
I
for
should go.
Barlavon.
Goodbye, Commander.
Oh, fun. Level up. Perfect. Just now. Sec when we're ready. Save quick.
For some reason, I am just incredibly sleepy right now.
Is it the chill stream? Is it real, or is it just like a lack of sleep?
Probably a little bit of column A, a little column B.
Yeah.
Yeah, after kiddo's born. Because, like, here's the thing. It doesn't matter when I go to bed because my kid will be up at 6, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, I hope I go to bed early, and, you know, sometimes you have to do something, whatever. Or even, like, you just wake up in the middle of the night for whatever reason. But, you know, around 6. Mama.
Yep.
And since we have a small apartment, like, she's in the bedroom with us, so, like, there's no pretending. She's right there. She can throw her binky at me if she wants. So, like...
Oh no, you're in binky range at all times.
Oh, pretty much, yeah. It's something. But and today was also, like, cleaning day, because we desperately needed it because the house is a mess, and we've been pretty behind on bathing Jinx, which she's been quite fond of. So we finally brushed her, and that dog, I think, pulled out. we just have a whole new dog in the trash can. It's just all her fur is.
Oh wow! God damn, Jinx.
So much. Well, yeah, like the corgis, they shed a lot, and then, like, it's also when the seasons change, it's a shedding season, so they puff their coat out. And you will just. We call it puffing. I don't know if there's like an actual name to it, but, like, they'll just be chunks of fur that fall out, or
human.
just like stuck to her coat.
This
They'll
one
just
is
pull them
greatly
out. It's like a
pleased to
big
see you
clump in
here
there.
in my decadent emporium.
All right, Hanar,
Who
shopkeeper.
are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one and it?
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture. Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates. And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
I mean, this is probably something that people have said, I don't know how many different times. I've said I don't know how many different times, but like the Hanar, Elcor, Volus, like especially the weirder alien races, talking about the ones that are harder to rig. Like they just added so much to the feeling of the galaxy really feeling alien. Like these giant jellyfish looking things. Like I remember the first time talking to them, you know, it's like they glow, they communicate through bioluminescence, the weird like this one and the naming stuff, like all of that felt so incredibly fresh back then. And even now it's still like you really think about different science fiction video game franchises, there's still really nothing that has this level of alien feel to it.
I'd like to see these rare and wonderful items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Okay, standard items. Okay, so these are certainly that.
Show me your items.
Command.
Show me your items.
No, we're good. Okay. Let's see here. We will continue making rounds. Other keeper to scan around here. There, yes.
How many do you have so far?
That's a good question. So far, I have 15 of 20. Okay, good. I swear, no matter how many times I've played Mass Effect, I feel like I've got them all memorized. I feel like, oh, I'm not going to have any trouble finding all the keepers this time. And it never fails that it's like it's a different one each time. I'm like, God damn it, where's the last one?
5 times? Why?
Okay, we've got another one outside of Consorts. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, what the heck, why not?
Welcome, I am Naylina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
What is the consort? What does she do?
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many people, and something different for each. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure. Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
You make her sound like some kind of oracle.
No, not in the usual sense. She's merely a woman with remarkable compassion and a generous spirit. I suggest you make an appointment and see for yourself.
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make...
Commander Shepard, with the Alliance Navy.
Excellent. You should hear something in 3 or 4 months.
Nobody's worth that much of a word.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
I don't know if I'm a fan of the new... I mean, it's not on all of them, but some of the Asari have that, like, white face paint that's just, like, very... It's an interesting choice.
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return
I guess
again
I don't mind
in the future.
white,
We
but...
always enjoy seeing new clients.
the pattern.
Nalina.
Specifically on the eyebrows.
Yes, Shaira?
Not a big fan of.
Send the commander up to see me.
Yeah, and also
I
this
wish to
sort of
speak with
pseudo
her.
mustache that it looks like on the top lip.
Yes, of course,
That's the Queen Amidala. Like.
Oh, you know what? That's right.
Huh. It appears the consort has taken notice of you.
The consort is Barney?
She'd like to meet with you
remember
now.
That. Oh, we don't need to remember that.
No, you know what? Leave that on the cursed Dragon Age streams.
Yeah, well, this is I don't want to say wholesome.
Where
but
do I go?
Respect.
Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
My kid's roaring outside my door.
You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
This attendant does not have a name, but I feel like she has her own little mini storyline where like you talk to her and she's like, "Oh, you're with the Alliance, my brother's a Marine or whatever," and then in the ambient dialogue, like the second and third time you come in, she'll be talking to the Asari about how I guess she was one of the attendants here for the consort and then she left and then she came back and then another time they're talking to her about like, yeah, like we don't really have many humans here that work for the consort, but you're one of the first, but I'm sure there's going to be more. Like it's like a tiny little thing that I've noticed over the years where I'm like, they should have given her a name.
Nah, she's just attendant. Maybe that is her name.
Did she change her name to attendant?
Yeah, they call her Anne for short.
Okay, Shara.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our Citadel.
You wanted to speak with me?
I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Tell me about this problem you're having.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Cora's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
If I'm Commander Shepard, I'm just like, why are you touching my face? Is that necessary? Okay, what went wrong?
What happened between
Yeah,
you?
I feel like
I respect his privacy
I would definitely
too much
in real
to
life
go
I'd
into
be
the
like,
details.
whoa.
If he wishes
Right?
to tell you what happened, that is
like,
his
I'm
prerogative.
sorry.
You know, they didn't have the interrupts until Mass Effect 2, but I feel like we needed one to like the Paragon one is just like Shepard doing that thing where like your feet are in the same spot but you just lean backwards. And it changes camera angles, so it's just like Shepard's face going like, and then the Renegade one is you just standing perfectly straight up and just like whap, just like slap her hand away.
Or power move, just like grab the wrist and like just hold it.
No.
Yeah. Or if there was like a middle option, the chaotic purple option, you just touch her face back, like see how this feels.
No, that's so great. You're right. You just reach out your hand to touch her face, and it cuts to like a wide shot, like a two shot, where you're just standing there for this long, awkward moment, like each of them touching each other's face. But it's not romantic. It's just like awkward.
Yeah, you're just sitting there, like just like patting it.
And then they cut to the angle where like it changes focus to Caden behind you, going like, "Do you want us to leave, Captain?" Or is it...
Captain, is this like your thing, or do I?
Oh, that would be great. Okay, what does Shaira want us to do? Yeah, all right, I'll see.
I don't make any promises, but I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Commander. That is all I can ask. Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful.
And then the awkward hug.
Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients waiting to see me.
Like, in 2007, I don't know, it felt like they pulled it off. I mean, who knows, maybe they didn't, maybe I was just stupid. But, like, it felt like they pulled it off with Shaira being, like, kind of, like, mystical, but, like, sensual or whatever. Now, like, in 2021, it's just kind of icky. Like, it's just really kind of like...
I'm a little nervous.
It just feels like that one mom of like that kid that you know, where like every time the boys are over, like the mom puts on something that's like slightly more revealing, and you're like, oh shit, this is awkward.
Well, I gotta know if that was something you've experienced.
I mean, suddenly. Well, hold on. What do you mean by experience? No.
Well, not your mom, but like.
That's a thing. I mean, I felt like suddenly that felt like it was a thing. Like,
weird.
There was that guy, like you would go over, there's a bunch of guys over, and then like all of a sudden his mom would change, and you're like, why did you change?
Because she wanted to be the hot mom.
Yeah, and then like nobody says anything, but you're all looking at each other like,
Oh Lord. What if it was the opposite? Like, you know, you came in and she was wearing something nice and respectable, and she goes, oh fuck, hold on. She walks away and then comes back in like just giant sweats, like hair up in a messy bun, and she just like looking extremely grody.
Oh, I mean that would seem normal to me. Like, yeah, this she's in her home. Like, why can't she just be relaxed?
I guess that's fair, yeah.
Okay, checking the journal once again. Right, Septimus. Chorbin's going to be down in the market, and we need to go down to the wards for Rita's quest anyway. Let me just see if there's any keepers up here so we can complete the loop. Wait, I think I may have gotten the keepers at the end. Didn't I?
I don't think I was there for that. Or if I was, I didn't notice.
I'm pretty sure I did. Let's just double check though, because those keepers, you know, after so many runs of Mass Effect, they all start to blur together. So, yes, I got the one in the Volus Elcor embassy. So, there's not one there. Okay, yeah, that's right, because I got the ones in the little diplomat communication area. So, that should mean, let's see, I've gotten just about all of the keepers. I've gotten 16 out of 20. I've got 4 more. I think there's one up on the docks. There's at least 1, if not 2, in the Citadel towers that I have not gotten yet. And there may be 1 in the ward's access hallway that I have not gotten yet. So let's just do that. Let's go down. Let's go the long way to the wards. How long have we been streaming? Not quite an hour and a half. Okay, not bad.
Woohoo.
Yeah, if I take the long way to the wards, I'll be able to go down that hallway. I think there's one that I have not scanned yet there. There's at least 3 for sure that I know of. And I swear to God, if it comes down to that last one, like it always frickin' does. It always frickin' does. You know, 15 times I've played this series, it just doesn't matter. There's always the last one where I'm going, where is it? Okay, so...
I feel like I should make fun of you for being in, like, the Citadel for this long, but, like, Lord knows I was in Lothering for a whole episode, so...
Yeah. And look, you can get off the Citadel in like 20 minutes.
Binary Helix is settled out of court with a Krogan
as we
group
all know,
that
you know, you can get out of Lothering in 20 minutes. That's not the right way to do it.
The Krogan group had contracted Binary Helix to perform studies with a long-range goal of curing their genetic sterilization. The group later sued for a return of investment money when the study produced no viable results.
You know, the default FemShep, at times I look at it and I go, yeah, that looks good. And then other times I look at it and I go, this is a nightmare. Like, the eyes are a little too far apart. They're definitely too big.
The default ship?
FemShep, yeah.
Yeah. I've never liked her face. There's something about it, just not a fan. It looks weird. Even in Mass Effect 3, it looks weird. It's like a little bit too bulbous.
I agree. I wanted to go with it just because I've actually never used the default FemShep.
Present another profile in
and I figured, well, she's available in ME1 now. That's kind of almost like a, you know, almost a back-of-the-box feature for this one. So
Serviceman Bhatia joined the Alliance military
you mean
under the
in the
Deferred
12
Education
you've
Plan.
done, you've never done a
After
default
finishing her
FemShep?
service,
nope, never.
Bhatia planned to open a restaurant.
Well,
instead,
guess,
she gave her
first time
life
for everything.
protecting the colonists of Eden.
Are you going to edit her going in?
For
can
more
you do that
profiles
actually?
and
Like
courage,
if you
or to
imported
explore
T2,
opportunities in the military, please visit the Alliance Military on the extranet.
No, not with the default ones, because it's just like the default mail shop.
Okay. So if you had a costume, you could pop it.
Yes, you could. And of course, you can make the choice to change it completely to a custom.
Mm-hmm.
You say, man, that facial reconstruction too really did a number. The collectors did a number on Shepard's face. Let's see. Which one am I missing then? Because it wasn't in the ward's access hallway. Let me think through this. It might be the one by Dr. Michelle. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that that's it. All right. What are we? Well, back to the journal because I keep. Septimus in Cora's den. Chorbin in the market. Rita's side quest is also in the market, so let's just go down to the market and hit 2 at once. Yeah, people in the chat also saying that everything about the face just looks a little bit off. The mouth height, yep.
Mm-hmm.
It was a nice attempt, but I think they should have gone with a real face model like they did for Shep if they were trying to do that.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't. I really don't. Because it's so odd. Like, you can just tell when something is based off a real face.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't know how to describe it, and it's so obvious that she isn't.
Yep.
And you just needed. Like, would it really been that hard to? Maybe they just couldn't find a face they liked. I don't know.
I mean, especially for the Legendary Edition, I thought they would have done that and actually kind of maybe kept the old default FemShep as an option. But like, you know, presumably they had a little budget for this and everything. Like, they got a face model for Cis Rider, so why not? Okay, let's talk to Jax.
Hold it. That's close enough, Army. You got my payment?
Do you have the mods?
Show her the goods.
Yeah, that looks right.
Damn straight it is. These mods are the best on the market. Now hand over my credits.
Here you go.
Here you go. Enjoy it. Come on, boys. We're done here.
Nobody died.
I could shoot someone if it'd make you feel better.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, the more I'm looking at this, I in a weird way, I don't have the technical expertise to understand how to explain this, but it feels like the textures were definitely designed for 4K, like on some of the face textures.
Mm-hmm.
And in that, like people were saying on the stream the other day that it looks like they're all meant to be looked at from like a half close-up rather than a close-up. And I think something about that has to do with like, to me it felt like around the early to mid 2000s when they were trying to do high quality textures, it was about what they looked like super up close. But when you really think about it, you're not looking at most objects super up close in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Like how
So
an
things
object,
kinda
yeah, like how an object looks to you is kind of how it looks, you know, I don't know, 12 to 24 inches away or something like that. You know what I mean? Like if you're really looking at something quote unquote closely, you're not putting your eyeball right up to it.
Mm-hmm.
And so in that way, I think that it looks slightly off at like 1080p or 1440. They really designed it with 4K in mind and sort of like a step back. And I think for some reason it's more noticeable on PC than it is on console. I don't know. It all looks good. Don't get me wrong. I think this game looks great for a remaster, but I am just like nitpicking the differences, especially as I'm also playing on console.
Commander, I wasn't expecting to see you again. Is there something you want?
Okay. Let's talk. Okay. Yep, I want truth.
You can start by telling me the truth, Shorbin.
I'm not sure what you're referring to. My experiments are...
Quit stalling. Jalid told us what you've been up to.
You spoke with Jalid? Then you know about the data?
No, but you're gonna tell me. Everything.
You boys can go. Looks like my plans have changed. It's not as bad as you think, Commander. Jalid and I just got a little over our heads.
Keep talking.
The company we work for developed an experimental procedure for use in medical scanners. Jalid and I saw even more potential, so we stole the plans and secretly developed a tool to scan the Keepers. Can you imagine? A tool that can actually get readings from the Keepers?
What's so special about that?
The Keepers are almost impossible to scan, and you can't capture them or get samples. They just self-destruct. After centuries here, we still don't know anything about them. Don't you see? We were the first to scan them, ever. You've seen it yourself, Commander. You know we can do it.
Why are you trying to kill your partner?
I'm not trying to kill him. Jaleed's job was to disseminate our initial findings. But he decided to keep the data for himself. Maybe to sell it. I don't know.
So you're just trying to get back what Jaleed already stole?
We lost our heads. We just couldn't let an opportunity like this pass us by. Commander, if you'll just continue gathering data for me, imagine what we might learn. And you'll stand to make a bit of a profit yourself, remember?
I suppose a little scanning here and there won't hurt anyone.
Very good. Maybe if you wouldn't mind speaking with Jaleed. The data you're gathering for me is useless if Jaleed won't help me analyze it.
I'll go have a chat with him right now.
Thank you. And happy scanning, Commander.
Yeah, it was a real worthy attempt on the default femship face as I keep looking at it, but I just wish, and maybe someone will do this, like either a mod or someone will come up with a really close but slightly altered version of it, just like through a custom.
Mm-hmm.
And of course with the face codes now being like ubiquitous throughout all three. Very easily everyone will be able to disseminate it, you know?
Yeah, really. Although I don't like, it might not be possible to make a custom with the same like face that's like slightly, you know what I mean? Like they might not be able to come that close.
Yeah, well, like there is that thing too. Like eventually they did the editable Hawk in Dragon Age 2, like maybe something like that.
What do you mean, editable Hawk? Where you can edit the...
Yeah, because can't you... Isn't it that normally that you can't change the default, like the iconic male Hawk?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, you actually can't normally... It's a mod to actually be able to change it, yeah. So... Oh, I see what you mean. Then do that for... Okay. I picked up what you were putting down finally. It took me a minute.
yeah, like those folks will get on it and they'll do the same thing for this one.
That'd be possible.
A million light years from where humanity began, and we walk into a bar filled with men drooling over half-naked women, shaking their asses on a stage. And decide if that's funny or sad.
What? You don't think
Can't
they're
explain
here
it, but
because of the food?
Shorban gives out big Mark Zuckerberg vibes.
I see why this place is so popular. It's got quite the,
Says this holy Galahad.
Hey, Lieutenant, put your tongue back in your mouth before you trip on it.
I will say that like the atmospheric, vibe of a lot of like Cora's Den is not bad. It could be a little bit darker, but I don't know. Like I do appreciate how dark some scenes were in the originals. I would like to see them maybe patch the lighting a little bit in the Legendary Edition, but not go all the way back to the original. Because some areas are like another thing too. The market is actually darker, if I'm not mistaken, in this one.
Really?
Which makes real sense considering it's kind of down in the lower parts of the world. But all right, let's talk to Septimus. Wait, do I need? I've got my. Yeah. Okay.
Commander, what do you want?
What's bothering you, General?
I've seen a lot of horrible things in my days, and there's only one woman in this damn galaxy that helps me forget it.
So if you feel that way, then why spread lies about her?
Because she rejected me! Me! Septimus Oraka, General of the Turian fleet.
I think I can see why you're upset, but spreading these lies won't make it better.
Look, kid, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but don't waste your time.
Real food. And I fear for what she looks like when I come editing this room. Oh god. That's probably been the worst part of baby raising so far, other than lack of sleep, is food. Because I like have a weirdness against like just food messes. Really gross me out for some reason. I will take any poopy diaper over food everywhere. I don't know what bothers me about it so much.
Interesting. I can't. Well, good to know. I think is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why, but it's like when you try to feed her, and I don't know if this is all babies, but she like wants to hold what puts in her mouth. But the thing is, like, if you want to feed her, like, she didn't have any teeth yet, so you feed her mush. So the next thing you know, you get like a spoonful of mush, and then it's on her fingers, and it's in her hair, on her clothes, and her face, and it's just like, ah, it's so much. Oh, I hate it.
A lot of things I don't know, but especially when I talk to my friends who have kids, I just kind of file it in my brain somewhere, going, remember that in case it ever applies to me. All right, Septimus, straighten up.
General, did you ever win a battle by moping in a bar?
War. That's what this feels like, all right. How did I let it come to this? So you think it's that easy? Just straighten up and act like a general?
I don't think it could hurt.
Huh. Maybe you're right, Commander. Sha'ira's worth the effort. Even if she won't have me back.
Now get up and get moving, General.
All right. I'll go to her. After I've had a cold shower or two. Say, you're a bright kid. Would you be interested in earning a few extra credits?
What do you want me to do?
There's an Elcor diplomat out there who believes Sha'ira gave up his secrets.
Why does he think that?
Because I told him. Look, I just need you to convince him of the truth.
I understand why they used credits as a currency here, but whenever they say like, you want to earn some extra credits, I just think I'm back in school.
That's exactly what it sounds, especially with this line of dialogue.
Yeah. I love extra credits,
Why can't you tell him yourself?
I'll do an extra report for you.
The last time he saw me, I was disparaging his ancestors and
what was some of the
shouting
dumbest
his
shit
secrets in public. Take
that
this data
earned you
pad.
extra
It shows where I got my info. It will exonerate Sha'ira and
That's an interesting one. Nothing that comes to mind, I guess. Why was there one that you had that you're thinking of that when you were in school?
The one that there's a couple teachers that did this, but one that
Who am
I
I taking
thought
it
was
to? And where is he?
His
really
name is
stupid
Zeltan.
was
He's
like
an Elcor diplomat.
you
He's
would
over in
find
the
a
embassies
newspaper
complaining about
and cut out,
Sha'ira.
like an article,
Well,
and then you bring it to
here's the
class as proof
soldiers
that you
acting like soldiers.
read the newspaper and that was good, so you
Thanks,
would get extra
You know,
credit for it. And
you
like,
might make a
well,
good
there wasn't like
general
a
yourself
quest or a quest, like a
Hard to imagine
thing
a
you
general
had to
like
write
that
or any
getting
like
so
sort of
upset
reading
about a woman.
comprehension. It was just, here it is, sir. Thanks. Here's your point. Thanks. And like that was the transaction. It's like kids would just bring in like one newspaper and then y'all clip it together and then like Pokemon card trade some articles if you want to be the one to turn in the guy that like got too high and crashed a car or something. But,
Oh,
like,
brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, like it was just, what's the point?
Yeah.
We're not learning. We're just one kid just steals the newspaper from their parents and everyone else gets to take something from it.
Interestingly too about the credits thing, sometimes I forget all the different codex entries that are in there, but like they have a codex entry all about credits and like how the monetary system works in the Mass Effect universe and all that stuff. Like they did such a good job of fleshing out the science fiction and the world building. Even though it's never directly referenced anywhere in any of the games, like in voice dialogue or anything, just the fact that somebody went through the trouble of writing that gives me such a great appreciation of the world.
Now, Jordan, apparently we have a kid covered in yogurt, and we need a bath time help. So I actually got to run.
Oh, okay.
But are you gonna continue like trying to finish this off, or are you gonna end soon?
I'm gonna go for a little bit longer and see how it goes, because I think I may be able to still finish. We'll see.
I wish you luck. I hope you're able to do it in less than 3 hours.
I think I have a chance.
I wish you luck. All right, goodbye, everybody. I'm gonna go clean up the kid. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Caitie. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so I think there should be... That's right. This is the keeper. Hadn't gotten yet, which is over here. Nebula view to give us some... I've always wondered, if I just go into the med clinic, is Garrus just going to be there? I think so, right? I think you actually have to talk to either Harkin or Wrex first. Yeah, no, he wouldn't be. Okay. enough. Okay, sorry, we're gonna reference the journal again. And, right, we do want to go back up to the embassies to give the thing to Zelton, before we go speak to Shaira. I guess we can swing back around through to... Yeah, let's swing back around. CSEC. That should make the most sense.
How you holding up, Lieutenant?
Not too bad. No headaches worth mentioning lately. Maybe I'm getting used to the strain.
Maybe you've just got a good stress release. I know that knocking the Geth on their synthetic asses gets rid of my headaches.
Oh, and we'll also get to see Wrex, because Wrex is now going to be up here. Aha, and so he is.
Witnesses saw you making threats in Fist's bar. Stay away from him.
I don't take orders from you.
This is your only warning, Wrex.
You should warn Fist. I will kill him.
You want me to arrest you?
I want you to try.
Go on. Get out of here.
Yes, human.
This is one of my favorite scenes of all time. I will say, when you talk about atmospherics, there's no way that the lighter lighting in this scene makes it better. It was just very stark, especially there's going to be a shot coming up real quick here between Shepard and Wrex that it just looks so much better with the dark background. Let's see, Wrex?
I'm trying to bring down Saren. Barlavon said to talk to you.
Barlavon is a wise man. We may share a common goal, human.
Enlighten me.
I've been hired to kill the owner of Cora's den, a man named Fist. He did something very foolish.
He betrayed the Shadow Broker.
A Quarian showed up here on the Citadel. She was on the run. She wanted to trade information for a safe place to hide, so she went to Fist. He promised to arrange a meeting between her and the Shadow Broker. Instead, he contacted Saren.
What does Saren have to do with this?
Well, the Quarian has something that connects Saren to the Geth. He paid Fist a small fortune for her.
If we get our hands on that evidence, we can prove that Saren's a traitor. And the Council will have to listen to us.
This moment really makes Wrex look so smart. That's one of the things I love the most about it, is the fact that he... You know, the stereotype could have been played into very easily because he's a Krogan, but he's such a savvy character in the scene. It's so good.
Where's the Quarian now?
Last I heard, Fist still had her. Probably somewhere inside his club. You help me kill Fist, she's all yours.
I want to know more about your employer.
Can't tell you much. All I got was a coded message with the details of the job. Standard procedure.
What about Garrus, that Turian? He wants to take Saren down too.
He might come in handy.
He was here just before you showed up. Said he was going to follow up a lead on his investigation. Wanted to speak to the doctor at the med clinic.
Move out.
Okay, not gonna bring Wrex just yet. Partly just roleplay. You know, Shepard is kind of not just gonna go walk around making friends with Krogan right away. But eventually, you know, I imagine Wrex and Garrus are going to be two of our primary squad mates. But for now, we're going to keep Alenko and Williams. We might mix in Garrus when we pick him up. But for now, we're going to head up to Cellic. And that's right, Angelise. Oh.
Commander, I hear you have something for me.
Here's your shipment, Cellic.
Excellent. This is everything I need. Maybe more than I need. Here, Commander, take this. I won't need it, and you've earned some payment for your work. As for Jenna, I'll make sure we get her out of Cora's den immediately. Now I need to get these mods into evidence. Thanks again, Shepard.
Sweet. Okay, so some Paragon, some more credits, etc. Talk to.
Hello again. Did you have any luck finding Shorban?
I found out you've been lying to me, Jalid.
Lying? Why would I lie to you?
What about the Keeper data?
He told you? I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I was afraid Shorban would kill me to get the data, so well, I was hoping you'd take care of him.
Ben in the chat says, have I ever not had Wrex for ME2? Let's just stay away from too many spoilers at this stage and say that in Mass Effect you can have or not have lots of different companions. I mean, you could just not recruit them, right? So I've had a lot of different combinations. I wouldn't say all of them, but certainly a lot of them.
I'm scanning the Keepers for Shorban, but you two need to stop fighting.
You're helping us? But, well, if you say so. Well, if Shorban can forgive and forget, then so can I. I appreciate the help, Commander. I better go get that data analyzed.
Okay, very good. So now we've got a level up. All round. Good. Take down. Of course, once we take down Fist, that's pretty much going to be it. Like, so we're not going to go over to Cora's den. Get quick. Quick save here. Holy Galahad says the Mass Effect soundtrack is truly stellar. I completely agree. It's one of the best science fiction soundtracks in anything, not even just... okay, we will continue to upgrade. I do want to get lift at some point, but we're going to have to keep pushing Barry and basic armor for stability. For Caden, very similarly, electronics is going to be big. And barrier is going to continue to be big. Ashley, we want fitness. Yeah, probably combat armor. Okay. Yeah, we can head up to the Presidium to do consort stuff. Yeah, and I think that's mainly it right now. Well, let's see. Once we pick up Garrus, then we'll be able to do... We could do Dr. Michelle's separate extortion quest now, or we could do it on a return trip.
In entertainment news,
well.
Francis Kitt has announced plans to direct Hamlet with Elcor cast members. The production will open dramatic theater to the Elcor with a Hamlet who uses Elcor body language and pheromones.
Alright, now that we're back up in the embassies, we'll just talk to Delton real quick. And then we'll be able to go close the loop with Jaira.
Strange greeting, human. This is really not a good time.
I know who revealed your secret. It was a Turian named Septimus.
Unbelieving. I know this Septimus, and he could not learn my secrets. The only way he could learn them is from the Asari Consort.
Not true. Look at this.
Confused. This is difficult to fathom. If the Turian could learn this on his own, dismayed, anyone can discover my secret.
Septimus is a powerful man, and it wasn't easy for him to find.
Relieved. I suppose you are correct, human. Thank you for this information. Startled realization. I must speak with the consort. She will be most displeased with my actions. Anxious request. Please, human, if you will excuse me, I must go now.
So long.
Farewell, human. Thankful. That was a great thing you did, Commander. Approving. You see, Din, not all humans are as you say.
I'm sure the Earth Clan stands to profit from this in some way.
Exer, welcome. I'm glad you could make it. No, we've been, you know, kind of just bombing around the Citadel, doing side quests, mainly kind of trying to wrap everything up before doing the main quest.
Listen to my Volus.
So yeah, I kind of want to get done all, you know, not everything in the Citadel, because obviously once you become a Spectre, a whole bunch more stuff opens up. But at least doing all of the quests you can do before getting Spectre status. So let's see, let's go ahead and cross the bridge to go to the consorts. So yeah, I mean, I was kind of thinking like maybe 2.5 hours and we'd be able to wrap up, you know, basically be ready to go to, I'll probably go to Therum first to get Liara as soon as possible. I'm thinking that should be the way to go for episode 3.
Septimus has sent word. Apparently he sought the consort's forgiveness.
That's right. It was a long time ago, though. I barely remember it. What drew you back to the Citadel?
That's that little side plot I was talking about earlier with Caitie as far as the attendant.
Sounds strange, but I simply felt called. That's not strange.
Okay.
Many of us have felt this.
Now, let's talk to the consort.
Really? I had.
Commander, I recently received a lovely note from Septimus. Thank you for speaking with him. Even the Elcor diplomat has withdrawn his campaign against me.
I'm glad I could help.
You are too kind, Commander, but I would not expect you to help me out of the kindness of your heart. I also have one more thing to give you, if you are interested.
What are you offering me?
I offer a gift of words, an affirmation of who you are and who you will become. I see you. Your uniform fits as though you were born wearing it. You are a soldier through and through, proud, solitary, alone. But it gives you strength. It is that strength that people are drawn to. It is why you lead and others follow without question. You will need that leadership in the battles to come. This may be who you are, but it is not who you will become. It only forms the basis for your future greatness. Remember these words when doubt descends, Commander.
Okay.
You have quite a gift, Shaira.
Thank you. Not everyone appreciates it as you do. Never underestimate the power of words. Here, Commander. In light of your efforts with the Elcor ambassador, I would like you to have this small trinket.
What is it?
A small mystery. I have never learned its use or purpose, but I sense it is time for me to pass it on. And now I must ask you to leave. I have done everything I can for you. Remember my words, Commander Shepard. They will give you strength.
Snail Messiah in the chat says, I want to see Joker in stasis and then awoken for MB5, Edie having worked for centuries on finding a cure for his brittle bone disease and having become more organic herself. Epic love story. Caitie and I joked once, I think maybe on a live stream or on a podcast, how funny it would be if Joker's consciousness got transferred into a computer, and so he becomes the shipboard AI, and Edie is the pilot, like the robot pilot, and so they could reverse roles. From how they were in ME2 and 3, and I mean, look, that's so far-fetched and like fan fiction-y, but that would be hilarious.
Hello again. The consort is very pleased with everything that you have done for her.
Any chance I can move up on her client list? I did help her out.
Yeah, she is grateful for your assistance. However, you have already been rewarded for helping her. The client list is a separate matter, and her schedule is completely booked for the next several months.
Doodlebug, the what if I picked the that's it option, I'm very well aware. I just wasn't going to go for that one.
I think I'm done here. Of course. Come back anytime.
That's fine. I've already seen the Titanic. Okay. Alright, so now that that's wrapped up, that means, and these are already low. There's two, the keepers that I need to scan. They've got 2 in the council chambers I didn't get, and then there's 1 by the docks. So I'm good there. God, I think we are good to go. I think we can go get Garrus and then kind of wrap up. In fact, let's just go straight down that way. That way we can be done in about 30 minutes and call it a stream. Jenna in the chat says nothing is dumb in fanfiction anymore after somehow Palpatine returned. You know what? I mean, I don't know. The Palpatine returning thing was handled very poorly. It wouldn't have been my first choice anyway, but it was also handled very poorly. Alright, let's see some Garrus, huh?
I didn't tell anyone, I swear!
That was smart, Doc. Now if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut or we'll... Who are you?
Let her go.
Ah!
Right to the head.
Heads up!
Okay, let's see. 3 grenades. Let's sabotage here. Let's warp here. Okay. Barrier. Oh, you guys are kind of in a bad position, aren't you? Throw here. Throw here.
Fire in the hole!
And... Okay, we should have down. Let's see how we want to do this. Overload here. Let's actually move it. Let's move Ashley up. Actually, Ashley immunity. And now Ashley.
Countermeasure deployed.
Goes down. 10 goes down.
Moving
Think we're
out.
good, Commander.
Good job, everybody.
Perfect timing, Shepard. Gave me a clear shot at that bastard.
What were you thinking? You could have hit the hostage.
There wasn't time to think. I just reacted. I didn't mean to... Dr. Michelle, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. Thanks to you. All of you.
Gayer than you if you're talking about the Harry Potter play that they did. I don't think it was that bad. I would have loved to have seen that actually just... I think if Joe Rowling had just written a book about it, it would have been a lot better because she would have been able to flesh it out. And I think it would have been better that way, but I digress.
Why were they threatening you? Who do they work for?
They work for Fist. They wanted to shut me up. Keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
Just like Wrex told us, Commander.
She must be able to link Saren to the Geth. There is no way the Council can ignore this.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
You're a Turian. Why do you want to bring him down?
I couldn't find the proof I needed in my investigation, but I knew what was really going on. Saren is a traitor to the Council and a disgrace to my people.
I love Garrus.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
Fist is going to be waiting for us. When we hit him, we better hit him hard.
Garrus is a good person. He has honor. Like, he's not just about, it's not like he's not a good Turian, but he's a good person more than he's just a good Turian. So, okay. See, in this case, what do I want to do? I'm going to Fisk. Obviously, Wrex is going to kill him. And so what would we do here? right? Wrex obviously wants to kill him, and that was kind of part of our deal, so to speak, but at the same time, like, Shepard would have to be dumb not to think that he's gonna kill him. Garrus is C-Sec. He's already been investigating this. He kind of was tracking the lead. Presumably he would want to go with us. Chat, what do y'all think? Stick with Elenko and Williams here, or and keep in mind we cannot switch again until we actually get off. So whoever we pick now is going to be the people that are with us during the Spectre ceremony. I kind of always like having Elenko and Williams just because it is kind of a big moment for humanity, sort of a thing. And we're going to spend lots of time with Wrex and Garrus, trust me. Did go Wrex and Garrus, yeah, it'd be pretty... We'd have a pretty strong biotic. And Elenko, Williams, or we could mix match and do like Caden and Garrus or something like that. A couple of Wrex... Garrus, we got an Ashley and a Garrus. We got another pro Caden. We got always Ashley, definitely. Okay. Only because I think eventually it's going to be a lot of Garrus and Wrex. I'm gonna do Caden and Ashley because I think over time Wrex and Garrus are going to be the people I stick with the most. So from the roleplay standpoint, I'm gonna keep it with, you know, keeping the human crew for now. But trust me, there's going to be a lot of Wrex and Garrus in this playthrough.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from Fist's thugs, Commander. I don't know what would have happened.
Oh, Ophic, you're right. I will get one more chance to switch when we get Tali. You are actually right about that. Forgot about that. Yeah, happy to help.
I'm just glad you weren't hurt.
Me too. Now, was there anything you needed?
Let me take a look at what you have for sale.
Of course.
No, nothing much that... Metagel. Okay, and yeah, now I can go to Cora's Den and... What's going on?
It's even bigger than it looks.
How would you know?
I got a tour. One of 500 to see the adventure from the inside out.
Free?
I see a little bit of Star Wars top Star Wars discussion going on in the chat. Here's all I'm gonna say. I mean, we know that the KOTOR remake is happening, and I am super hyped for that. I am very, very hyped for that. Okay, let's make a save here because this is gonna be a pretty big fight. Also on the roleplay angle, I'm putting the helmets on when we know we're going into a fight because I actually think the helmets look really good now. So I kind of like having the helmets on now. Let's just metagel real quick. Let's see, pistol. Oh, also let's look at gear real quick because I don't think I've really looked at gear very much at all. Ammo upgrade. Let's actually do a personnel plus a combat sensor. Yeah, let's take a Hurricane 3. A very good upgrade on power. Elenko could probably use a pistol upgrade, yes. Yeah, the Striker 2 is pretty good, even though we lose quite a bit from the heatsink. That. No Omni Tool or Amp stuff yet. Dang, I don't have a ton of underlays or anything. This will be good from a assault rifle standpoint. We'll do anti-personnel. I'm gonna get the extra hardening. Spawn in the chat, does the accuracy rating even matter anymore? I think it does, because I'll be real honest with you, I think the reticle bloom is still too strong for weapons that you're not specializing in. They're supposedly viable now, but I'm not gonna say they're not viable, but like I'm using an adept right now, and I think the reticle bloom on assault rifle is crazy. Still, so I understand I'm still low level, etc. Once I get the Spectre skill tree, it'll probably help, because I think that has a buff for accuracy, but I digress. Okay, actually now let's save over this.
Looks like it's shut down.
Fist knows we're coming.
Engaging target!
Okay, and we're gonna need first things first, and over here. No. You look at you, Alenko. Like as though you're not gonna get dropped in 2 seconds. Get over there, buddy. That guy up there. We got this one bozo over here. Let's see, Alenko, if you can sabotage. Okay, that's 2 down. We got the guy up top who Ashley cannot hit for the life of her. Alright, Alenko, now you move up. If I can... There we go. Knocks him down. This Krogan is gonna rush, right? So first of all, let's bury her up here. So we kind of want the Krogan. Not that we want him to rush, but he's gonna rush anyway. And I've got throw left. Like throw is on cooldown, and this Krogan is going to rush at some point. Oh, not quite. Do we have somebody behind us? No. Okay, so in that case.
My sights.
God, they're not even really taking damage. The positioning right now is actually really good. Nice. Krogan bouncer down, which means I can start unleashing powers with this guy. He's down. Let's go for this throw. We got a couple more guys here. I don't really think we need to use a grenade. Nice. Ash is up there, and Caitie. Yeah, Ash, let's use your shield boost.
Now I'm ready.
Let's come in since we're a little bit closer here with shot. Oh boy, Caden, don't do that, pal, okay? Caden is so brave for a guy who's basically squishy as all get up. There you go, buddy. Get sabotage on this guy.
Take cover!
Go!
Not my line of sight.
We're all good on shields right now. God, the shield regen on some of these guys is fantastic. Come on, Adam. There's a little one of those. Good. Caden's throw is recharged. Very nice. Very nice.
That's
okay, we barely even took health damage on that. Oh, Snail Messiah, sound is so loud I can barely hear you. I am sorry about that. I raised it up a little bit because I thought maybe it was too low on the voice stuff, but you're right. It gets very loud on... combat. So I'm going to leave dialogue up a little bit, right? And you guys tell me if that's good or not. I probably shouldn't have messed with it. Thanks for letting me know, though. Good stuff here. Okay. Also, I do tend to get into the habit of mumbling a little bit as I'm narrating the combat, because it's a little, like, instinctive. I don't know why I do that.
Stop right there. Don't come any closer. Warehouse workers. All the real guards must be dead.
Stay back or we'll shoot.
Save yourselves, you're making a mistake. Yeah, seriously, I just took out a bunch of guards.
I just killed 50 bodyguards to get in here. What do you think I'll do to you?
Screw Fist. He doesn't pay us enough for this.
I can't believe that worked.
Shooting people isn't always the answer.
Okay, burn it too. Good. Let's put Caitie.
Why do I have to do everything myself? Time to die, little soldiers.
Shields disabled.
Oh boy, okay. Shield there.
Go, go, go!
Out of my line of sight.
Got a shot.
Hold the line!
Yeah, these turrets are a real pain in the ass. Actually, you know what?
Incoming!
Nice grenade. Out. Let me know if that's better on the sound. I'm probably doing the mumbling thing again. I do apologize, but there's something about it. It's almost like I'm just narrating it for myself. Like I almost forget you guys are around as I'm trying not to die.
Wait! Don't kill me, I surrender!
Where's the Quarian?
She's not here. I don't know where she is. That's the truth.
He's lying.
Uh-huh. What happened?
You better start explaining before I lose my temper.
The Quarian isn't here. Said she'd only deal with the Shadow Broker himself.
I thought the Shadow Broker only worked through agents.
That expression.
Nobody meets the Shadow Broker. Ever. Even I don't know his true identity. But she didn't know that. I told her I'd set a meeting up. But when she shows up, it'll be Saren's men waiting for her.
Give me the location. Now.
Here on the wards, the back alley by the markets. She's supposed to meet them right now. You can make it if you hurry.
Snail Messiah, now I can actually hear what you say, but the combat is still very loud anyway. Yeah, I mean, that is a thing that I think has always kind of been there, is that the sound effects really get punchy. And I don't know, let me ask this, did it make a difference? Like, is it actually quieter? Because it feels to me like in my ear, even though I'm punching it down a lot, that it's basically the same.
Am I supposed to just forget your part in all this?
And I don't know if that's just a thing with how they design
I told you about the meeting.
settings for combat.
Besides, I've got my own problems now. The Shadow Broker wants me dead. I have to disappear. Forget about me. I'm a ghost.
Yeah, it seems like a weird thing, even though Fist is a loser. It seems weird to just kill, like execute him as a Spectre or Alliance or otherwise.
There's no time to waste. Come on.
Don't worry, you'll never see me again.
Okay, optical drive, and I'm gonna decrypt this. Nice. Okay, good. And 4 minutes is plenty of time, even getting out of here. Good. That's good. Have that. Yes. Make this save, and just because we're about to go out into another fight, let's make sure we take our appropriate level ups. It really seems like there's no difference. If you're talking about the sound, yeah, that's kind of what it feels like to me. That like the sound effects outside of combat are different, but in combat it just punches everything up a bunch. Keep taking that basic armor and taking barrier. Caden, barrier plus more electronics. Ashley, we're gonna take another point in fitness and another one for combat armor, and that'll unlock heavy armor for her as well. Okay, let's try this, right? Let's... No, I mean, like, I can almost completely turn the music off. So let's try it here. I'm gonna put it down to 25. That's pretty low. You guys let me know how it sounds with I mean, when I'm looking at it, at least on OBS, like where it puts the levels for the music at least, I feel like I should be okay. Boy, I can't actually, yeah, there we go. Okay, I think we got a couple down. Nice. Nice. Dude, this pistol is really working for me. Let's see. Get sabotaged. Get thrown out from cover. Look out! It's the gunshots that are really hectic, man. Yeah, it's those gunshots that come up pretty loud. And I don't know if there's much we can do because I've got the sound effects setting turned down pretty low. This guy's just running around everywhere. Okay, let's just warp him. Focus fire. This guy pops up, he's dead. I don't know, is that guy just shooting me through the wall? Is that what's happening? Or is he just like hugging around the cover? The sound is a bit better now, but they definitely do amp up the gunshots. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Okay, I think it's pretty good overall for the sound, and as much as, you know, what we have to work with. Quick save again. All right, let's see some Tali. I think Tali was obviously the favorite. I mean, you guys let me know what you think, but when I saw Tali's armor and like how good it looks,
where's Fist?
I'm like, man, they spent a lot of time on Tali making her armor look fantastic, and it looks great. The details on her armor are just flat out fantastic. Okay, let's hit him with a throw here. Caden, please, thank you. And then another one. Oh, look at that throw mastery achievement. Then we'll just hit a grenade. Do Caden Sabo here.
Took him out.
Good.
Shields down. This set me up. I knew I couldn't trust him.
Just got electrified right there at the end. There we go. You okay?
Were you hurt in the fight?
I know how to look after myself. Not that I don't appreciate the help. Who are you?
My name's Shepard. I'm looking for evidence to prove Saren's a traitor.
Then I have a chance to repay you for saving my life. But not here. We need to go somewhere safe.
The ambassador's office. It's safe there. He'll want to see this anyway.
You're not making my life easy, Shepard. Firefights in the wards, an all-out assault on Cora's den. Do you know how many...
Who's this? The Quarian? What are you up to, Shepard?
You wanted proof Saren's a traitor. This is it.
Really? Maybe you better start at the beginning, Miss...
My name is Tali. Tali Zora Naraya.
We don't see many Quarians here. Why did you leave the flotilla?
I was on my pilgrimage. My rite of passage into adulthood.
Oh yeah, pilgrimage.
I've never heard of this before.
It is a tradition among my people. When we reach maturity, we leave the ships of our parents and our people behind. Alone, we search the stars, only returning to the flotilla once we have discovered something of value. In this way, we prove ourselves worthy of adulthood.
Tell us what you found.
During my travels, I began hearing reports of Geth. Since they drove my people into exile, the Geth have never ventured beyond the Veil. I was curious. I tracked a patrol of Geth to an uncharted world. I waited for one to become separated from its unit. Then I disabled it and removed its memory core.
I thought the Geth fried their memory cores when they died. Some kind of defense mechanism.
How did you manage to
Yeah,
preserve
Anderson
the memory
looks
core?
way better in the PlayStation
My
5
people
version. I
created
don't know if
the
that's
Geth.
just me. Maybe
If
my
you're
eyes
quick,
are just weird. I think it looks
careful,
way better
and
on
lucky,
console.
small caches of
PS5
data can sometimes
specifically.
be saved.
I have not seen Xbox.
Most of the core was wiped clean. But I
Xbox
salvaged
One
something
X,
from its
Xbox,
audio
whatever
banks.
the newest Xbox is.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
That's Saren's voice. This proves he was involved in the attack.
He said Eden Prime brought him one step closer to finding the conduit. Any idea what that means?
The conduit must have something to do with the beacon. Maybe it's some kind of Prothean technology. Like a weapon.
Wait, there's more. Saren wasn't working alone.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
I don't recognize that other voice, the one talking about Reapers.
I feel like I've heard that name before.
According to the memory core, the Reapers were a hyper-advanced machine race that existed 50,000 years ago. The Reapers hunted the Protheans to total extinction, and then they vanished. At least, that's what the Geth believe.
Sounds a little far-fetched.
The vision on Eden Prime. I understand it now. I saw the Protheans being wiped out by the Reapers.
The Geth revere the Reapers as gods, the pinnacle of non-organic life, and they believe Saren knows how to bring the Reapers back.
The Council is just going to love this.
They won't believe you anyway. Just keep them out of this.
We have to tell them. Even if they don't believe anything else, this proves Saren is a traitor.
The Captain's right. We need to present this to the Council right away.
What about her, the Quarian?
My name is Tali. You saw me in the alley, Commander. You know what I can do. Let me come with you.
I thought you were on your pilgrimage.
The pilgrimage proves we are willing to give of ourselves for the greater good. What does it say about me if I turn my back on this? Saren is a danger to the entire galaxy. My pilgrimage can wait.
I'll take all the help I can get.
Thanks. You won't regret this.
Anderson and I will go ahead to get things ready with the Council. Take a few minutes to collect yourself, then meet us in the tower.
Yes, no, so that is a good point, right? I mean, like, I am playing on PS5 on 4K, and this is not 4K. This is 1440p on my PC. I do have a 4K monitor that I could use. I've got a 3080, so I could, you know, I don't think I have a problem running this at 4K and 60. Just right now, the current setup, the monitor that I'm using right now, for other reasons, I like it at 1440. I'm not complaining. I think this looks great, and I've gotten very comfortable playing at 1440p on PC. There's just something about, like, the textures on Anderson's face that look different to me somehow on the PlayStation 5 version. I might be wrong, but that's just kind of what it feels like going back and forth between. But again, no knock on either one. They look great. Oh, that's right. Do we want to give this to? Yeah, we may as well give it to Emily Wong since we have it. And we started off saying that we were going to give it to her. So let's just swing by the wards real quick, give that to Emily Wong, then we can go to the Citadel Towers and... Oh, that's right! We also have this quest! Alright, we gotta do this real quick.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard. Could you spare a moment of your time? Commander Shepard, my name is Samesh Bhatia. Forgive the intrusion, but I have nowhere else to turn.
It's no trouble. What can I do for you?
My wife was a Marine. She was in the 212 on Eden Prime.
Wait, The 212? Your wife was serviceman Nirali Bhatia. I'm Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. I served in her unit.
Chief Williams, it is a pleasure. Nirali spoke of you with great respect.
I'm so sorry for your loss, Mr. Bhatia. Nirali was a good woman. What can we do for you?
I've requested that my wife's body be returned to me for cremation, but the military has refused my request.
Why did they refuse your request? There's got to be some reason.
I don't know. All I know is that they have declared it impossible for my wife to be returned to me.
We'll look into it.
The man in charge of my case is Mr. Bosker. When I last saw him, he was in the expensive bar over there. Thank you for your time. I just want to give my wife a proper funeral, and the respect she deserves.
Fabulous Jumper, welcome. No, it's not going to be like all the way one or the other. I'm going to try and get both Paragon and Renegade pretty high, which is actually possible if you go through enough quests and get, you know, because they're not independent of one another. You can keep getting Paragon and Renegade points together, so it'll be fairly balanced. It's not going to be pure one or the other. I kind of like it from a roleplay standpoint that it actually makes sense that you would take some of both options. Alright, Bosker.
My goodness, you're Commander Shepard. Your activities made for quite a briefing in the Diplomatic Corps. Is there something I can do to assist you?
I'm here on behalf of Samesh Bhatia for his wife Nirali.
Serviceman Nirali Bhatia died on Eden Prime, as Mr. Bhatia no doubt told you. Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage we've seen before. That is why her body is being held.
You're studying her injuries to learn more about Geth weaponry.
The tests we're conducting may lead to better defenses against Geth attacks. Respectfully, Serviceman Bhatia may save more lives in death than she did in life.
How long do you think this research is going to take?
This is a long-term study. I wouldn't expect the bodies to be released for a year or longer.
Dumont. So have we abandoned walking everywhere? I don't want to say abandoned. I want to say it's a roleplay run. You know, Shepard was very busy today on the Citadel. Also, we're pushing. We're probably gonna push 3 hours by the time we're done with this section. So I do like to walk, but also, you know, kind of wrap this up within a reasonable time. Okay. The number of bodies.
You gotta have a lot of bodies. Can't you release one?
Very few bodies had this new type of weapon damage, and very few were in good enough condition to study. Beyond that, Commander, we need as many bodies as we can to get a reasonable sample size.
Angela Richardson, I just finished this quest. I have to finish everything possible before leaving the Citadel. I'm of a similar mindset. I won't say everything possible, because as soon as you get inducted into the Spectres, a bunch more side quests open up, and I normally like to get those on a return trip to the Citadel, which, you know, we'll see in a couple of episodes here.
When will this research result in actual new technology?
If we're lucky, we'll actually realize usable technology from this study in a few years.
I understand what you're trying to do, but holding the body is wrong.
Commander, you of all people should understand how far we must go to protect humanity.
Not if we lose our humanity in the process. I am out here fighting to stop crap like this.
All right, Commander. You win. It was hard enough refusing Mr. Bhatia. I'm not going to risk an incident by refusing you. Tell Samesh that the body is being shipped back to Earth. I'll go now to see to it myself.
Okay, very good. Yeah, somebody's asking about accents. I mean, people are saying it also in the chat. Miranda, Trainer, Dr. Michelle, down in the wards has, I don't know, like vaguely pseudo-French. Alright, let's talk to Samesh.
Hello again, Commander. Has there been any word?
I reminded Mr. Bosker what we're fighting for. Your wife is coming home.
Thank you. I will return home and begin my preparations. It does not bring me happiness, but it may bring me peace. Goodbye, Commander.
Samesh, I don't know if this helps, but your wife, Nirali, loved you very much. She missed your cooking, and she played recordings of you every night before she went to sleep.
I know, Miss Williams. But thank you. It's nice to hear it again.
Very nice. Okay. That gives us another level up to go on. This real quick. Let's see. Thinking more barrier, yeah, and also more basic armor. Go. Barrier and similar cadence, barrier, and electronics for the shield. Combat armor. Actually, probably soldier or fitness. Works out about the same, except with soldier, we also get the point in soldier. Emily Wong, that's right. Let's head down. Let's just fast travel over here. Flux, I guess, is close enough.
I know you didn't want to help, but you've taken down Fist. I was sure he was a big player in anything going on here. Did you find anything in his office that could help me?
These OSDs might have the information you're looking for.
You've got Fist's files? This could be even bigger than I'd hoped. Here, Commander, for your trouble.
This is so weird. This is like a weird, weirdly aggressive renegade option. Let's try this instead.
What would my future cooperation be worth? Say, an interview when my investigation is over?
Exclusive? You talk to me before you talk to anyone else? That would be worth quite a bit, and I'd be very happy to compensate you accordingly. Here you are.
I'm never giving her that interview.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go see what's on these discs.
Get some extra credits, though. Okay, yep, and then let's just fast travel to the Citadel. Well, again, like, we could do the Dr. Michelle quest, but honestly, because part of it leads you to be able to ask Admiral Kohoku about it, but he doesn't really tell you anything unique about it. And so I think I'm fine without doing the Michelle quest now. Like, I'll just treat that as more of a when we come back, because we're definitely going to come back and do anything that's on the Citadel. Okay. Alright, let's get Spectre status, huh?
Come on. Udina's presenting the Quarians' evidence to the Council.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
That camera angle.
This evidence is
dramatic
irrefutable,
point.
Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Who is she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari who have entered the final stage of their lives. Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people. Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
I tried to warn you about Saren and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region, keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
I can take Saren down.
The Commander's right. There is a way to stop Saren that doesn't require fleets or armies.
No! It's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
You don't have to send a fleet into the Traverse, and the Ambassador gets his human Spectre. Everybody's happy.
It's one of the best moments
Commander
of the entire
Shepard,
trilogy.
Step forward. It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance Branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle, those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
I'm honored, Counselor.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
I'll find him.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the C-Sec Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
Not even a thank you from the Ambassador.
Until I find Saren, I haven't done anything. Come on.
Right behind you, Commander.
Okay, there we go. And let's see. This is a good time. Yeah, get a little thumbnail. Screenshot out of the way if you don't mind. Let's see here. About right. Caitie there. Add more brightness. Sure, now it's a little saturation. Nice. Okay, very good. And we will pick up the Admiral Kahoku quest. Oh, that's right, Keepers. Don't want to forget about that. This real quick. Caden, something to say?
This is it. The very heart of the Citadel. The pinnacle of galactic power. Kind of makes your head...
This is going to be 18, and 19 will be the other one in the lower part of the Citadel, and then 20 will be over by the docks. Got the start of this one from
No,
Goku.
I'm waiting. Congratulations on becoming the first human Spectre, Commander. I'm certain you'll be up to the challenge.
I appreciate that.
My name is Admiral Kahoku. It's about time the Alliance got one of our own in with the Spectres. We need people like you to deal with our problems.
Is something wrong, Admiral?
I'm getting stonewalled by bureaucratic assholes. Nothing new. Maybe you can help me, Shepard. One of my recon teams was investigating some strange activity out in the Traverse. We lost contact yesterday. Now I can't get clearance to check it out. Suddenly it's a restricted area. But that doesn't apply to you, Shepard. Spectres can go anywhere they want. You could find out why my team dropped out of contact.
I'll find them, Admiral.
I appreciate that, Commander. I was running out of options. I'm gonna stay here and see if I can find anything out through official channels. Won't hold my breath, though.
Okay.
I'll upload the info on where my team was last seen to your ship. Maybe you...
Darius Winter says, first time playing, took me 45 minutes to find all the keepers. Yeah, I mean, it's not, you know, it's not intuitive, that's for sure. It's not like, you know, I've had some experience finding keepers. Where's the other one? There we go. Second to last one, and again, the other one will be by the north. We're not picking up Gareth's quest just yet, but we will pick it up probably after returning Kahoku quest. There is a rhythm to this madness. You know, as I pick up side quests, I kind of have a rhythm, if you will, of picking up some side quests, returning to the Citadel, picking up some more side quests, and then going back out, rather than trying to jam the journal full of everything and then do it all at once.
It's strange. The Geth are attacking, and everyone around here is still worried about ordinary business.
It's politics, Williams. The Council won't raise the alarm until they're certain about the threat.
The threat? Did they not see the vids of Eden Prime? See, this is why I hate politics.
Dumont, aren't there like 4 up there? I think it's 3, but I did get at least 1 before in the last episode. So there was only 2 left up there.
The keepers.
Right, because we have exactly 1 left, and so I'm just going to go ahead and, well, let's see. Do I need to pick up equipment or anything before I head out? Well, either way, let me fast travel my way out of here. Actually, I don't even have to fast travel. Let me just run over. Let me just jog right over to CSEC. Take this, actually. Make it a little bit faster. Stop by the requisition officer. Maybe pick up an upgraded Onyx armor for Shepard, and then go ahead and get out of here. I am pretty much only going to use Onyx armor for Shepard. Again, that is not the most efficient way to handle the gameplay, but that's the one that has the N7 emblem on it, so I just like how it looks. Even if I'm at a tactical stats disadvantages, I'm only going to use Onyx.
Hello, Commander.
Show me what you got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Well, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I'd heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
Just show me what you got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
Okay, perfect. Crap. Okay, I can't afford an Onyx for light armor. Fantastic. What about, do they have an Onyx 8? Can't afford that either. Crap. Okay. Have enough stuff to sell. Not this Guardian 3 Krogan, but I may actually want to keep that, to be honest. Sell off a couple of things. Chemical. Basic. That. Yeah, we're gonna be able to pick up some credits, but not enough. Okay. Alright, fair enough. Just wanted to check, but we can go ahead and head to the docks, get that last keeper, and then trigger the cutscene to get out of here.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Pathogen 7, thank you very much for the kind words. It's been really fun to do them so far. I mean, Mass Effect I've played it so much. It's one of those that's a little bit easier to stream, to be honest, because I've just got so much familiarity with the game. It's easy to kind of multitask.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
I won't let you down, sir.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Yes, Commander?
Okay, let's Go
How are
through
you
a little
holding
bit
up?
more dialogue with Anderson here.
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing, but you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Any extra intel you can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city, mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
What can you tell me about Novaria?
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Novaria respects. But they aren't popular.
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
Okay, and yeah, we're not going to get the whole backstory with the Spectres right now. We can always do that later when we sort of give us a reason to visit in with Anderson on some of their return trips.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
So we're good on that. And oh, look what it is. It's the 20th Keeper. Smooth. How about that? That sound effect is so worth it. It's completely unique. And it's so worth it every time. And we get a level up. Very nice. I know I said that I wanted to get this screenshot earlier. Kind of this one more. Yep, I cut Caitie in the background. Okay. Don't know why the cursor has decided to go up. There we go. I rather like this a lot. Nice. Rain off. Oh no, that's what I call a thumbnail shot. Okay. Very good. Shepard is too cool to look in the camera. Yeah, I mean you're basically you're not wrong. Okay, this is a pretty special moment here. Getting on board the Normandy for the first time as captain of the Normandy.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Decontamination in progress.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
This is Commander Shepard speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy. This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse. But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't going to stay on the far fringes of Citadel space. For too long, our species has stood apart from the others. Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of. Our enemy knows we're coming. When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too. This is the most important mission any of us have ever been on. The fate of an entire galaxy is at stake. We will stop Saren no matter what the cost.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, this is a good spot to stop in. This is exactly where I wanted to be, so when we come in next time, we'll be able to just go straight to Artemis Tau and take it from there. And we'll go and pick up Liara, and we will continue to make trips back to the Citadel to pick up any additional side quests, etc. But yeah, wow, crap. Okay, almost 3 hours worth. Been at it for a long time, so I gotta get out of here. But I appreciate everybody stopping by. The plan is that I will try to do some quick streams during the week, but they'll be very brief. So you can enable notifications for this channel to know when I'm going live, or also follow me on Twitter at The Exalted March, and I'll post, you know, a little bit before I'm going to start streaming on there. All right, thanks everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will see you all